out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
What's going on, man? We live, man. We live in the boxing section, man. What's going on? What's going on with everybody, man? Yeah, a little late start, man. I was getting my shit together for the show. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? Jalen, salute to you, my brother. Birdman, salute to you, my brother. Taylor Bell. Centos. No, I wasn't asleep today. I was up. I was up. G Brown, salute to you, my brother. Rob G Film. Yeah, man. Yeah. So as you guys heard, Oscar Valdez is a fucking cheater. And the reason why I picked this picture, this icon, is because this is the fight that's going to save boxing. It's going to save the 130-pound division from this fucking cheater. So there you have it. I think that this fight is going to be a hell of a fight. I think it's going to be the crowning of the black fighter again. We haven't had two black fighters fight each other on this level in a long time. So this is going to be good. Normally this would be MMA Thursdays, but DB is sick and DJ is stuck at work. So I had to go with what I know, you know what I'm saying? And that is boxing. But anyway, but it is Thursday. So if niggas want to talk MMA, y'all can. I'm just saying, I don't know that much about it. So the experts that come on the show, they not going to be here today. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. He's still going to be able to fight. Ain't that crazy? He's still going to be able to fight in his fight. And that's because, you know, he's Canelo's flunky. So they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And they're going to allow him to fight. And it's kind of disgusting. It's kind of ridiculous, to say the least. I can't even believe. Well, I can't believe because it's the type of shit the WBC does all the time. You know what I'm saying? They do shit like this, man. And it's kind of disgusting, if you ask me, because you giving people a license to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Going on an even playing field. This is why the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight took so long to materialize, because he didn't want to fight on the even playing field. You gotta fight on the even playing field, man. It's getting ridiculous, bro. At this point, man, it's getting absolutely ridiculous, man. That they're gonna allow this guy to fight and not be stripped. Benavidez did a little coke, and they took that belt straight from him. Snatches. We need that. Gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Took the belt from him, made him fight Anthony Durrell to get his belt back. Oscar Valdez popped 30. Nothing happens. Canelo Alvarez popped 30. Nothing happens. I mean, this is quite ridiculous. What's up? What's up, B-Dub? What's happening? Yeah, it's quite ridiculous if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? They allow these people to do whatever the hell they want to do with no consequences. You know what I'm saying? If that was a black fighter, oh man, we ain't got to talk about what they would have done to the black fighter. Hell, we already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's a damn shame that they allow him this to happen. And if I was the fighter fighting him, I would pull out. I would pull out. I would pull out. I'm not finna die in a ring for this money. Hell no. Yeah, Big Baby Miller, man. He did it too many fucking times. You know what I'm saying? He got caught back to back. You know what I'm saying? The biggest fight of his life, he did it. And then the fight to come back from that, he did it again. So, I don't feel sorry for him, but I do feel sorry for the fact that they're allowing people to get away with this shit and they're not doing what they're supposed to do as a commission. You know what I'm saying? As a sanctioning body, you're allowing these people to do whatever the fuck they want just because they down with Canelo. And I just don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's just not fucking right. C. Jones, salute to you, my brother. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So that's my point. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? That's my stance. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Total bullshit. For them to allow this type of shit to happen and go down with no consequences. Nothing happened to this man. They still gonna fight. You know what I mean? Still gonna fight. So I don't understand the dude that's about to get in the ring with him. I don't even understand what he's thinking about. I'd have told that motherfucker, no, not getting in the ring, no cheating ass nigga. I ain't finna die for this money. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? This is why he was ducking Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew he couldn't beat Shakur Stevenson. He knew that. You know what I'm saying? And he can't trick me into thinking that he could have beat Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, he beat Burchell, but we don't even know if that was on an even playing field. We don't know if he wasn't on that juice. We don't know that. We don't know. We don't know that. He could damn well be been on the juice when he fought Burchell. You know what I'm saying? Because Burchell hit you with some shit, and the shit that Burchell was hitting him with didn't even phase him. So, it's hard to even say that he didn't cheat. You know what I'm saying? This time we just got caught. Didn't get enough time to flush it out. So I feel about it. Let me go ahead and add y'all in on this thing, on my open statement. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me a second. All right, we back. Salute to my boy Reggie O in the building, man. Beatbox, salute to my brother. Man, I seen that, bro, because I was trying to go check and see what was going on. And it was like, man. Centos, what's up, baby?
What it do, my brother?
Man, another like the other one, saying super heated, man. It's always good. It's always good to talk to you, man. You know that.
Cal, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in the twilight zone. I must be in the twilight zone. You couldn't hear me. Okay. Can you hear me now?
No, I hear you now. What's going on? Yeah.
Okay. All right. You remember the song I was trying to remember that Prince wrote and I said Tevin Campbell, he let Tevin Campbell perform it.
Yeah.
few nights ago we were talking about different songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song was Shy. I mean, not Shy, but Shifts. Like, shh. It goes, break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear the sound. This love is a private affair. Interrupt the flow. No, you better not dare. We got to break it on down. Yeah, it's a cold piece, man. You gotta check it out. Guaranteed to make the panties come down without the female or the guy pulling them off of them. They'll just fall off of them every time. Promise you. Guaranteed. I guarantee it.
So so you saying it's Charles Barkley? I guarantee it's a Trey Songz. It's a penny dropper.
It's killing Trey Songz, man. Killing Trey Songz. You know, Prince kind of laid the carpet out for a lot of these cats, man. Killing Trey Songz.
For the whole world,
man.
man.
Let me tell you something, man. Remember I said last night, I don't really have no game. That's because when I was in high school, I let Prince do my talking. You dig? I'm in the car with a chick. I just push play. And I let my man say what he's going to say. And the next thing you know, she's ready to stay. There it is. There go the old man right there, you understand, with my titties out. My titties hanging out, you understand? That was a good picture, man. You know what? I look at that picture at least once every 2 weeks, man.
Man,
yeah.
hell of a.
Hey, we had a great time. A great time, man. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm looking forward to
Hey, listen, October 23rd. October 23rd.
Yeah, I know, man. You know what, though?
One back.
I wonder where they're going to have that fight at with Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter, man. That's what I'm curious about now.
We got to see if they're going to have it.
Yeah, I want to see that fight, too, man. I want to be live and in person for that one as well, man. But it's at that time of year, man, it's a lot. It's big business for me that time of year, man. I don't know, man. We just got to. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, just to Shakur Jamel Herring.
No, I ain't got to record.
No, I said Shakur Jamel Herring. Like the fight.
Oh yeah, the 23rd. You said record.
No, I said not record. I said Shakur. Like I was saying his name.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I gotta put somebody behind the wheel, man, so I can have a little freedom like I used to have. Well, I'm greedy, man. You know, I don't like to be away from work often at all. You know, I like to be on. I'm a hands-on type of cat. I don't care how many guys I have driving for me. I needs to know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? When you pop in my corn, I got to know you got the right temperature, got everything seasoned properly. I got to make sure my corn ain't coming out burnt. You dig? Break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear the sound. And this love is a private affair. Interrupt the flow. No, they better not dare. Got to break it on down. Can you hear? You got to break it on down. Whoa. In the daytime, I think not. I'd rather do you like after school, like some homework. Am I getting you hot? Man, I'm in one of them modes, man, and just let Prince go, man. Just put him in the CD player, let him roll. Just let him roll, just all Prince. I got that kind of thing up in my truck now, you understand? Every now and then I got to shut everybody down, man. I just gotta go flow for flow. You know what I'm saying? Flow for flow. Hey, there ain't nobody with me in the CD player, you understand me? Or either my USB. Look here. I got a thumb drive up in here, right? Got over 3,000 songs on it, you understand me? I can ride from East Coast to the West Coast from the West Coast back to the East Coast. No interruptions. You dig? Some guns just all the way back and all the way toward this a few years ago, man. One of my close homies, man, is like a big brother to me, man. Right before he passed, he mailed it to me. He was from Nashville, but he moved to L.A. after he got out of the military. And man, he sent that joint to me, man, probably 3 weeks before he passed, man. When I got a call say he passed, it just broke my heart, man. And that's when that's why I was in L.A. back in 2019, May of 2019 for his funeral. But let me tell you something, man. I never listened to that thumb drive until last year. Never listened to it until last year. And after I listened to it and realized what I had, now you know what? I take that lie back. It was earlier this year. It was like early spring of this year. And when I realized what he hooked me up with, man, I made copies for quite a few people. Because I'm telling you, man, that song was it's lovely, man. Nice. Real nice. Hell of a music file. Yeah, man. Yeah. One of my partners, man, he's mad at me because I didn't vote for Trump. And I made him a thumb drive, and he stopped speaking to me because of Trump. It's been so he didn't get his music file. Don't worry about it. What's up, Reggie? What it do, bro? Centos be playing them old hoes, Marvin C's greatest hits. Hey man, I'll be on that stuff, Reggie. Centos like Stan from Martin. Yeah, man. I got a little more flavor than Stan though. But yeah, man, that's me, bro. But no, man, I love them old joints, man. I love old joints all the way up to today, man. I love music, period. I mean, you know what I was saying last night, like them females are saying on TikTok, period. You understand? But nah, man, I love my music, bro. I go back as far as I can remember, all the way up until nowadays, man, and I'm good, you know. I'm good, bro. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Reggie, let me tell you something else I love. The Isley Brothers. Man.
You're contagious, touch me, baby.
Oh, that's that new stuff, man. I'm talking about the real Isley Brothers, bro. I'm talking about back in the day when the women wearing hip huggers.
Between the sheets.
Yeah, that'll work.
Ooh, baby.
Baby, making love between the sheets. Oh. Baby,
join the caravan of love.
That's why I always push play, because I can't sing a lick.
Every man join the caravan of love.
Man, you know that's ain't that Lake that's Lake, what do you call them? That's not the Isaac, bro. That's Lake something, old school group. They were pretty cool though. Man, let me tell you something. Back in the day, man, everybody, everyone had, was getting their 10s and 12s and 15-inch subwoofers, mid-ranges, tweeters, had a whole system. We spending $3,000-4,000 a pop on stereo equipment, man. Not even knowing we're getting ripped off, but it was all good.
Centos.
Yeah.
Don't ever disrespect me in your life ever again, okay?
About what? What I disrespect? It's a number of things you got to remind me.
When it comes to this music thing, bro, don't ever disrespect me, brother. What they say?
You can't come out with that contagious, that new stuff, man. You got to go back for me.
Listen, man. Oh, what they say? Who they say?
Caravan love. Oh, you're right. Okay, you got me.
Yeah.
I could have swore that was Lake. What is it? Lake?
Nah. It's the Isaac Brothers.
What's the name of the group? I know, but what's the name of the group I'm trying to think of? Lake. What's the name of them? Lake.
I don't know who you talking about.
Lake.
I don't know who you talking about. Shit. I know the Ali brothers when I hear them motherfuckers though.
Go back to Reg's comment, man. What do you say? The Allison Brothers is one of the greatest bands ever. You know it. Parliament is the greatest. Hey, I like that, Rich, because I was gonna hit on Parliament. That's Funkadelic is all. I'm about all that.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
don't forget Earth, Wind, and Fire. Don't forget Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Hey, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Listen, what's your favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire song?
Sure, there's a lot, man. Sure, I just love it. If you just put Earth, Wind, and Fire in the player, you won't hear me talking, man.
Hey,
any of these groups we're talking about right now, the Isley Brothers, Marvin Gaye, Parliament.
If y'all see this, y'all know I'm speaking through y'all comments.
These cats, Prince, I don't talk on them, man. I'm zoned in, man. But I need some women around when you're playing all that. Hey, I can't have y'all dudes around.
Hey, Santos, that something happened along the way. Well, yesterday was all we had. After the love is gone, we used to be right.
Yeah, that joint's all that, man. Them boys off the hook, man.
Cold, man.
That's one of the coldest bands ever. Let me tell you a hell of a show. Parliament, everybody we don't name, really. Parliament, Isley Brothers.
Thank you, Beverly, man.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Beverly.
And Frankie Beverly. Exactly. You got to throw that in there, bro. That's exactly why I was going. Frankie Beverly and Mays. And hey, what about this? What about the Brother Johnsons, bro?
He said we hurting each other. Girl, it's a shame.
Hey,
I really love you. You should know. Hey, listen, Charlie Wilson has the best show I've ever seen in my life. Any concert I've ever been to, Charlie Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Wilson's off the hook, bro. He like, hey, he all the way live. All the way live.
Listen, his
you gonna get your money's worth to go there.
It don't matter. Listen, new shit, old shit, it don't matter.
It don't matter. He cold.
Charlie Wilson, bro.
I caught him a few years ago, me and my wife, man. He was in concert with Joe and Kim.
You gotta have you gotta have his show by himself though. You gotta go to his show by himself. Oh, that show that he got when he got that show by himself. I don't even know if y'all know, but Zap that was Charlie Wilson on Zap Rogers' song. On Zap and Rogers' song. A lot of people don't know that. That was him on Computer Love. I wanna love you. What? What you said, Santos? You breaking up?
I'm getting knocked off, man. I'm running to the Twilight Zone, man. I'll be back in about 10 minutes or less. I'm gonna go on speed against the law.
The caravan of love. No, Red. That Computer Love. That was Charlie Wilson singing that. That was actually Charlie Wilson singing on Computer Love. That was Charlie Wilson.
I didn't notice. I got all those CDs. I got to go back and check that.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just straight up Roger by himself.
If it wasn't Computer Love, what's the other one? I Want to Be Your Man. Is either I think it was Computer Love though. I think it was Computer Love.
They were from. They were two different rivalry groups, man. You had Gap and you had Zap. You know that, right?
They were friends, though.
Charlie Wilson was with
Gap Band.
Roger Troutman was with Zap.
Yeah, but he actually was on that song. Y'all can Google it if y'all want to.
I mean, you might be right.
No, I am right. I might be right.
Wrong with that.
Yeah, nigga, give my credit.
But one thing, I bet you something there. I bet you something. I bet you don't have it on CD right now.
Nigga, nobody got no CDs?
I do, nigga. I was the last nigga I was the last nigga with cassette right out of the joint. I couldn't wait to get it on my cassette case. Hey, look here. I still have some CDs, bro. You know, they old. I don't buy CDs now, but I mean, all my
Yeah, you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. You can't even go wrong. Eli, man, join the panel. Reg, if you ain't doing shit, join the panel. Deuce Times, if you ain't doing shit, join the panel. Hey, let me check these wrenches, man, because I gotta check these wrenches, because you know I'd be like going back and forth from my phone and whatnot. Let me see. Oh, I've been searching for someone. 817, what's going on, big dog? How you feeling, man? Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, shit. All right. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna tell listen to me, man. Bruh. Frankie Beverly Mays, bruh. When I graduated from Job Corps, bro, nigga, before I let go, but that we are one. That we are one. No matter what they say, we are one. Man, listen. DJ, if you got some time, nigga, on the panel. I'm about to put the link in the chat right now. Yeah, man. Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas the truth though. Nigga, I be breaking down this music shit like a motherfucker though. But I'm gonna tell like this though. Music is still good. It is good, but it ain't great. You know what I'm saying? We got some great songs, but man, listen, man, the olden days, man. The olden days. The olden days. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about them old school songs, you gotta talk like your grandpa used to. You know, in them olden days, you know. That one music made sense. Eli, what's up, baby?
Oh, not too much shit. What you got going on?
Oh man, you know, we ain't never stuck to no topic in the last week or two. You know what I'm saying? Boxing ain't been shit, so we've been able to do other shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
it is what it is.
Yeah. You know, they full of shit, man. They full of straight donkey shit. You know, they're gonna let that punk motherfucker box still. Let him keep his belt and the whole shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. This shit's ridiculous. They stripped Benavidez for doing cocaine, and they're gonna let this nigga do some real shit.
What did he get caught with, bro? Because
A masking agent. A masking agent.
I'm asking agent. Well, I mean, because I've been hearing it was a directed, and then I was hearing that it was PDs, and now this is a third thing you saying a masking agent.
I mean, that's what they said it was altogether. They said that's what it was. I mean, it's a PED. It's a masking agent, but it's still a PED because it's banned. It's a banned substance.
Yeah.
But hey man, fuck boxing right now, man. Let's talk about this fucking music. Now, listen. I think we're gonna have to do Music Mondays, man. I know Movie Mondays was cracking, but Music Mondays might be the new thing. You know what I'm saying? Or Music Wednesdays.
You just gonna flow off whatever come in this motherfucker. If it happened, it happened. that's what be happening. Real shit.
Hey, listen. I got to let y'all feel it, man. Best Pugilist, what's up, big dog? But yeah, man, I'm telling you like this, brother. Give me your top five. Give me your five, right? Hey, nigga, don't give me a strike, brother. You can't do that. What the fuck is you doing out there, man?
Say, you done got Sento's Spring. Say Sento's doing the WAP and shit. going down the
Yeah,
road
man.
in his seat.
That's my shit though. Hit the dance floor. See, that's how your uncle used to bounce them shoulders, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, that's my
You
shit.
said give you my top 5 what?
Hey, listen. All right, so listen. That's what we're gonna do. Everybody in the chat, y'all can do the same thing. All right. Give me a hold on, let me write this shit down so I don't forget. Because it's in my brain, but I need to put it on paper. You know what I'm saying? All right. So give me one group. One group, one band, so give me one group, one band, a male singer, let me see, a male singer and then a female singer.
Okay, one group, one band, a male singer and a female singer. Okay. Group.
I need clarification on the difference between band and group. Are you talking about just singers versus
Negro,
A
instrumental
band play
bands?
instruments.
Negro.
Bands play
Yeah, but
instruments.
see, sometimes you might have people up front and you might have people behind them that's playing instruments.
No,
So that's why I'm
nigga, a
asking.
band, nigga. You know the nigga Frankie Beverly Mason, that
That's
band.
why that's gonna be
You
my
understand?
Yeah,
Like,
down.
come
I
on,
got you.
bro.
I
Like,
got you.
Yeah.
group,
I got.
Drew
I'm
Hill.
I'm
Group,
just asking for.
Quotations.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking for
Yeah.
clarification. That's all. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you was.
And,
Yeah, I thought
and
you
that's
was
and that's
now.
my band. Frankie Beverly is my
Man,
band.
man, but you, whew, that's my that Gap band. Fuck, man. Them, I
Yeah.
myself, man, on this one.
Group.
One
I'm gonna
group, one
say.
band.
So look, Birdman said H Town, Bobby Brown, and Faith.
Oh, come on, man.
Where your
Next
band
time,
at though, Birdman?
Them
Where
all
your
solo
band at?
artists. I mean, no, that well, H Town is a group.
I
Bobby
can't
Brown
use. I
solo.
can't use. Hey, y'all gotta let me finish, bro. Shit, y'all taking
Look,
my shit.
my bad, I mean, you know. Go ahead, go ahead, nigga. Go ahead, shit.
Shit. Okay. So Frankie Beverly made H
Everybody's
H
talking
Town.
at
I'll be
the
riding it.
fence.
H Town. I'll be riding to right now. But let me now. I gotta think of another one. Shit, hell,
Damn, big condition. Fuck, man.
Black Street. Let's go with Black Street for the
It
what you
smells
call
skunkies out here.
male artists.
Ooh.
Uh, oh, that's hard, boy. Say Keith Sweat always gonna get the penny
Oh,
drop.
I see what
Right
Birdman was
now.
doing.
I'm running the Keith Sweat on that female artist. Let's see. Female artist. Let's see. You know what? Just because I'm gonna go with Lauren Hill for the female artist.
Yeah, you getting fucked up. You know,
You get a wheel around.
you know, fucked up. Let me go ahead. Sintos, if you ain't got yours, let me go because I got my shit right now.
It don't matter to me. You go ahead and go, and I go next. Then I'm gonna bring. Hey, look, I'm gonna
Okay.
bring up the caboose.
You say what?
Y'all don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that color purple. she can sweep out the caboose.
I didn't hear you.
I said I'm gonna bring up the caboose,
Okay.
but I was playing off of color purple when my man said she can sweep out the caboose.
Yo,
ahead
the
with your
OJs
music,
is
man.
not a fucking band. 817.
Hey, 817 817 got a nice ass lineup right there.
Yeah, but he ain't got no bands though, nigga. He ain't got no fucking band. He ain't got no band in there.
Well, go ahead and lay
Nigga,
yours
the
down.
OJs had a band.
You said what?
The OJs had a band that played.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Distinguish what you're saying.
Nigga. Y'all know, nigga.
He's just going by the art. I mean, what the people knew. He ain't going
No, we
by.
talking about a
They had a band
band,
behind him.
bro. When I say band, I mean like the Gap Band. I mean like Parliament of Funkadelic. I mean like
He said cameo.
Okay,
He said cameo.
quit telling everything.
He
Go
said
ahead and say
the
your
roller
part.
coaster of love. What's some niggas name? The Ohio players, like shit like
the
that.
cameo. Nigga, he said the cameo. He said cameo. This nigga gonna name everything so nobody ain't got it.
I know that's
That's
what
the
I'm
how
saying,
your
man.
ass.
So
I'm not nigga.
don't
I'm
let
not
your go
nigga.
ahead.
Light skin shit again.
Oh,
Yeah, you acting light skinned right now, bro. He acting light skinned now,
what I'm
man.
not gonna allow you two niggas to do is clean up and jump up on me, nigga. Fuck that. But let me tell you this.
Hey,
No, I'm just saying I'm giving these niggas examples. I'm not saying that's mine. I'm just
I
nigga,
know
I'm
what.
giving you
Look.
examples.
If they ain't figured it out by now, it's tough to you trying to pick some of my folks, man. I need you gonna lay yours down. Now I can lay mine down.
Hey,
I don't want you saying I'm biting you, man.
You know what? No, motherfucker. You go first.
Nah, man.
No,
Look here, man. I'm driving right now.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I'm still looking I'm looking my bands up.
Go ahead. Go on.
Man, you already said you were going, man.
Nah, nigga, since you said
You acting
you don't
real
wanna,
light skin, man. You acting real light
Hey,
skin right now.
damn skippy. You're damn skippy. God damn it.
I love you know what, man? I love that. I love this dude, Cal, man. You know, he can give it as much. He can take it as much as he give it, man. I love him, boy. All right, look here, man. You
Damn sure. Listen, that's one thing about Kyle Davis. It's
I'm gonna
funny.
lay it down.
Hey, listen. One thing about Kyle Davis. If it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. Fuck the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got it. Hey, the chemistry is lovely, man. You know what I'm saying?
You already know that, man.
I'm gonna go like this
people.
here. I'm gonna go with as far as favorite. I mean, I ain't gonna say favorite, but I'm just gonna say one of my favorites. Darn, I just had him on the tip of my tongue a minute ago before we started comedy out. Okay, so male artist. I'm going with Prince.
Ooh, nice.
Female artist. I'm gonna go with let me see. I got something on my mind right now.
I got one forever. She my forever.
You messed my thoughts up, bro.
Well, shit, hurry your old ass up, shit.
I'm going.
What's up, dude?
You know what? He be one talking when people talking, and then gonna say you messing my thoughts up. That nigga's an interrupter.
I'm guilty as charged. All right, female
what's up,
artist.
Pugilist?
I'm going with
what's up? I can't stay on long, but I wanted to add on to the song.
What? I'm going with Jody Watley because I know ain't nobody thinking about her. Now, I look here. Let me tell you something. Jody Watley got pregnant by me in 1992 in the shower. Anyway, I said she got pregnant by me, boy. What are you talking about?
Why she ain't keep it?
She didn't know. Nigga, I think I got her pregnant by myself. But anyway,
that nigga was asexual. That nigga was asexual.
DJ.
Very all true, man. Hey, let's see. I got my male and female artists. Now I need my band and my group, right? Okay. Yeah. My band. Before y'all put it down, I know we all love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I know we all love the Isaac Brothers because I do as well. But I'm going to put Parliament up there. That's a group.
Okay. That's your band.
I mean, it's a band. I mean, it's a band. Okay. Now it's a group. You know what? Bump it, man. I'm going with Drew Hill, man.
Okay. I'm mad at you.
No. Scratch that. That's a group. I'm going with Jodeci.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Deuce. One group, one band, male singer and a female singer. Hello. Deuce. All right.
Deuce thinking about football and basketball right now.
Male
Male
we're gonna go
singer.
Future, then we go DJ. One group, one band, one male singer, one female singer.
Okay. Male singer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. Teddy Pendergrass, male singer.
Ooh. Looks like
Oh,
another
that's a strong one, man.
TKO.
Yeah, I'll
Another
go.
fight.
Nah, man. Turn off the lights, man. Turn off the lights, bro. Turn off the lights.
Take
Turn
the
them off.
food and lose, Price.
And this is my other. This is my 1A. My 1A singer, Barry White.
Now, we
That
ain't
was my
asking
one.
for 1A now. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no
So I'm
1A.
giving you. So I'm
Damn,
giving
I love
you.
Barry White, though. I'm going to let you have
Yeah,
that. I
give
love
Barry
White, man.
Barry White.
Telling me this,
All right.
telling me that. Once I've been with you, you never go, baby.
That's a good one,
Go ahead,
Calvin.
go ahead,
That's
go
one
ahead.
of his newer ones.
I know I was little, but that was my shit when
That
I
was
was a kid, boy.
19 and 91. You understand?
Boy, I thought I was
Man,
Barry White when that came out, boy. Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Reggie's on board. What's up, Reggie?
Um,
Old man.
Let
What's up,
Future
man?
do his list. Y'all
Let me go.
are interrupters.
Female singer. I gotta go with somebody old school, great shit. The movie out now. Aretha Franklin ass. Fuck it, might as well.
Yeah, that's a good
Since
one.
the movie
Yeah, that's a
out.
good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she great. She all time great.
Hey,
So the movie out now. So I gotta get a band and a group.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna give y'all another old. I'm staying with some older school shit. Old school band. I'm sure Centos and I'm gonna rock with this.
yeah, I'm waiting on.
And it's an old school band. They did some good shit we grew up into in the 70s. I'm gonna do KC and the Sunshine Band.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Play that funky music, right, boy?
Yeah. And they did the cover of he did the cover of
that was a Peggy song, right? Then they had a Peggy song.
Yeah, and they did the cover. He did the cover. They did the cover of Get Lifted. That shit blew up too.
Yeah, that was straight. Hey, that was a good one, though, Bird, man.
Yeah, and but we need a group now, right?
I see you, Jay.
So that's the band. So I need a group, right?
Yeah, you need a group.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
There you go, bro.
Okay. All right.
Hey, when my brother thumbnail come up, man, I know I'm gonna have somebody to understand the understandings of understanding. You understand me?
Niggas don't push 85 years old. Hey,
that's all right.
Is it my turn?
We had.
What else? What else have we got to add? Oh, DJ up.
Yeah, DJ. Go ahead, DJ. Your group, band, male singer, female singer. Go ahead.
All right. First of all, what's going on, everybody?
What's going down?
What's up, bro?
All right, group. I'm gonna go Jagged Edge.
Okay.
Band. I'm gonna go David Ruffin and the Temptations.
That's not a band, fam. It's not a band. It's not a band. That's a group.
I know, man. I know. I'm gonna go to Gap Band. Male singer. Yeah.
You can do it.
I'm gonna go with Usher. I'm gonna go with Usher on that.
Okay. Hey, that's a good one, bro. That's a good strong one right there.
And, female singer, Eli took mine. Hell, I love the woman so much I named my second daughter after Lauryn Hill.
Okay. I can dig that. Reggie the Music Man. Talk to me. One group, one band, one female singer, and a male singer. What you got?
Man, you sound like one name, one. Go ahead, Reggie.
My band got to go to the greatest group, greatest set of artists to ever touch music. That's Parliament Funkadelics. I gotta give it to them.
For sure.
Strong, bro.
All right, now give me your group.
My group. Shoo, that 90s was so cold. My group. Let me come back to that one. There's so many damn. Cause we only pick one.
Yep, only one.
Woo! Let me come back to that one. Wait, no, a group.
Yeah.
Whew. I gotta give it to them boys. Mint Condition. But
That's
then
a
they can
band.
be considered as a band too.
That's a
They
band.
kind of
So
band
got
too.
the lead
Yeah, they kind of
singer.
band.
That's a band.
Hey,
Damn.
Reg,
Yo.
pick UTFO, man. You can go with UTFO.
Hell no, you know who that is. Hey, wait, who? let
Hey,
me come back to groups.
I'll tell you about Tango and all of them later.
All right.
I'll tell you about
And
them
then what
later.
was the other one? Male artists?
Yeah.
Vocalists or just male artists, period?
Like vocal, like Prince, Michael Jackson, like that.
I gotta go, man. It's between Mike and R. Kelly. I gotta put R. Kelly on that list.
No, we're gonna take R. Kelly off because he killed little boy's booty hole. So we gonna
Man,
go
that shit ain't got shit to do with music. That shit ain't got shit to do with music. I probably gotta go with.
Hey man, R. Kelly
man.
cannot be denounced, man. The man is music royalty, man. I mean, we gotta give it to him, man. I don't care how many. Look, y'all ate booty last night. He did his thing. Even though we don't agree with it.
Whoa. Hey, now you're going too goddamn far now. No, hell no. Hell no.
Man, come on, let's keep on the music. God damn.
And it's also important. Hey, check it out.
Come back, fellas. Come back.
Hey, check it out. It's also important to discuss and disclose that all those allegations against R. Kelly are unfounded. Just allegations, too.
Talk to him, dude.
Hey, even if he is founded,
but he guilty though.
We talking music. I'ma still put him on the list. Even when he's charged for that shit, I'm still gonna put R. Kelly on the list.
I'm still gonna listen to him. Yeah, man.
So who's your female artist, Reg?
My female artist, woo. I fuck with Mary J. Kind of tough, man. I gotta go with Mary J.
That ain't bad.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, now what's your group?
Man, my group. Somebody pick Drew Hill. I'm gonna go with Intro.
You can pick the same one, man. This ain't no damn.
No, I'm gonna pick Intro from the '90s. I'm gonna pick Intro.
Okay.
Okay.
Who you got, Deuce? One male singer, one female singer, one group, and one band.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna go with the band, and nobody here even brought them up, but he is the greatest record producer of all time, and nobody even talks about him, and that's Fred Wesley. Fred Wesley and JB's is the greatest band ever to ever be assembled. So that's my group. That's my band. Okay. My singer, I gotta say Teddy P or Eddie Levert. It's always a tie between them two. Teddy P or Eddie Levert. Female singer, I'll probably go with Tina Marie. That's my favorite female singer. And what's the group? Go 112. I like a lot of their shit.
All right, I ain't mad at that. Now for me, a lot of niggas is gonna laugh and not really feel me on this. But my group, Day 26. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what? Nigga, hold on. You might have well have said pretty. Well, you better off saying pretty rich.
Hey, Kane. I mean,
take off the mascot helmet.
Kyle.
Take off the mascot helmet. Get out here with this light skin.
Hey, I got one thing to
play the song. Shit.
I got one thing to say, Cal. Explain.
Day 26, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. That's my that's my fucking group. I know they only had one album. Damn, who was that? That was Deuce.
Oh, that was my cousin.
That was Deuce. Ah, fuck. Come on, Deuce. No, but on a real note though, in a real way though, my group, I'm gonna have to go. Man, I gotta go with Guy, man. That they was either Guy or New Edition.
Yeah, both of them is good.
Guy. God was my
I
shit.
want to change my mail order. I want to change my mail order from
All right, hold on. Let me. Go ahead. Do your thing, and I'm gonna finish my thought after you.
I want to change it to Maxwell because ain't nobody said Maxwell. And that motherfucker went in the lab and lived in the lab
Okay.
and came out with a classic every time.
No, I got you.
Great one, Eli.
My male artist is Luther Vandross. No question about it. The nigga is the reason why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? My mom and my dad met at a Luther Vandross concert.
Yeah, that's a good one because that's what I was battling with between before I said Teddy. That's what I thought about too.
Birdman, anybody think about no color me bad, man? What the fuck is going on out here, man? So I'm gonna go. So my male artist is Luther Vandross. My group. Who did I say my group? Damn, man, Reg done fucked me up because I had my shit down.
Nah, nigga, stand on that day 26 shit. Nah, that's your group.
Oh, fuck it, nigga. Shit, day 26. I don't give a damn. So, hold on, let me finish my shit then. Day 26 is my fucking group, nigga. How about that? My band, let me see. Either I'm going with Mint Condition, or I'm going with Frankie Beverly Mays, or I'm going with the Gap Band. Let me see. I love Charlie Wilson, so I'm going with the Gap Band. Sons of bitches. And my female artists, all my kids were born to this woman, Anita Baker.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. That was a good one.
Let me switch mine to Sade. Hey, I'm fucking with Sade. Let me get Sade.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
a good one too. That's a good one too. Sade, I think I impregnated Sade, but I think I missed out on Anita Baker though, man. I had a little bit more respect for her.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, nigga, you in that shower in the penitentiary, bro, saying your hand, say y'all had some great imaginary dates out there. Y'all was getting on.
Okay, all right. So listen, I got some. All right, I got another one for y'all niggas, right? Start one, cut one, bench one. All right. Albums. We're doing albums. Now, everybody, I don't know if y'all niggas, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. I know we're not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. 12 play. Confessions. My prerogative.
Nigga, you cutting my prerogative?
Nigga, I'll give you the three that you can choose from, nigga.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, man.
That's some
I ain't
trash
feeling
shit.
that. I love all of them, man. I love all of them, man.
That's tough.
What's trash shit, Reg? What's trash shit?
That last one.
Well, my prerogative. Man, that's something going with.
Man,
He was the first,
up,
man. That's
my prerogative was trash. Now, don't be cruel. Don't be cruel. Slap it.
Now, y'all thinking about the song, or you thinking about the album?
I mean,
that's a few good tracks on it. That's when Bob started hitting that coke.
Nah, nigga, don't be cruel. Was a classic.
Bob was killing it on that album, man. I'm telling you. That man did multi-platinum on that joint. Matter of fact, hey, he was one of the hottest artists around it. Matter of fact, that's what pulled Whitney Houston. I know she was on drugs too, but hey, she still was, he pulled her. The music pulled her.
So you said confession, 12 play, and my prerogative, right?
Yeah, my prerogative is.
I mean, my prerogative is don't be cruel. Same shit, it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different type of album from the other two, but I mean, it was a hell of an album, man. Historically.
Oh no! I'm looking at you talking about that. You talking about the "Don't Be Cruel" album? My prerogative is just a single.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. He's talking about the "Don't Be Cruel" album.
I can answer mine right now.
Go ahead,
my
Eli.
prerogative, 12 play start out. My prerogative on the beat, and you can cut confession Cause that wasn't nothing but a whole bunch of breakout songs. We trying to get booked.
Okay. Big Reds, go ahead, Reds.
Wait a minute. Wait.
So Eli, what you say? You gonna start 12 play, bench Don't Be Cruel, and cut Confessions? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I can cut Confessions.
Okay.
I might have to go with the order Eli went with. I gotta go with the R, Bobby Brown, then Confessions. Because I thought knock it down, we breaking up.
Okay. What you got, DJ?
All right, we gonna start Confessions, bench 12 play. We gonna cut Don't Be Cruel.
Yeah. I'm with DJ on that. That's the same time.
Dude, what you got?
See, it's something about me. It's something about me telling these women y'all ain't shit either. We both fucked up. It ain't just me. We both fucked up.
Hey,
what you got?
Hey, you know what? I gotta go ahead. Hey, DJ, you just got the stamp, man. You got the stamp, bro. I've been monitoring you a little bit, man, but I gotta give it to you. Stamp, you're part of the 50-50 club for all Max and macaronis across the nation.
What you got, Pew?
I guess let me see. I guess damn, I was kind of leaning towards that Confessions too to start. I'm really trying to decide between the 12 play and that damn, I guess I'm
brother.
Huh?
My brother's methodical. That's what I love about him. Speak on it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna. Damn, that 12 play was a good album though. Gotta take out the all the other stuff that went on with his career outside of that music. That was damn.
Yeah. Don't worry about the out the ring stuff. Just what he did in the ring. That's what we're worried about.
Yeah, I guess I might have to go with that. That 12 play, and then put Bobby. That shit was close though. Damn, I like that Bobby Brown too. All right, I'm about to throw something up in the air. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the second one is what? The start of it is the Confession. What's the second one again?
Don't Be Cruel, and then
no, I know
he said he talking about the category.
The category.
Cut one, bench one, start one.
All right, so we're gonna start with the Confessions. I guess I'll bench the 12 play and cut my prerogative. I'm about to just go with that. It could have went either way, but I got to do something. So that's what I'm gonna go with from now. It's subject to change.
Say it one more time, Pugilist.
I'll go with the Confession to start. I guess I'll bench the 12 play and I had to cut my prerogative. It's close though. It could have went either way though.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I know that was hard for you, Pugilist, because that was your old school East Coast partner right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to cut 12 play though.
That was a tough one for me, man.
I might have to cut 12. No, I can't cut 12 play. Fuck, man.
Yeah, I can't cut that shit.
You, R. Kelly. Fuck you, R. Kelly, you piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? It feels.
Let's look at the art form. Let's just look at the work. Let's just look at the work and separate that from the man. I mean, the artist and the man are two different persons.
Shit, no, it ain't, man. Fuck him.
Okay, how many times?
Oh, he just cruising. He just cruising shit.
What's up, brother?
You gotta cut one, bench one, start one. 12 play, Confessions, and Don't Be Cruel.
Damn. I'm gonna have to start 12 play, bench Confessions, and cut Don't Be Cruel.
Okay, for sure. I got another one for y'all niggas, man. Start one, bitch one, cut one. We're gonna do TGT, LSG, TGT, Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese.
Tyrese.
LSG, and next. Start one, bitch one, cut one. Go. We're talking Eli, Santos, Reg, DJ, Puge, Champion Heart.
All right, for me that's easy. LSG don't start for me because one, Gerald was one of my favorite artists,
No question, my boy.
Hey, with that let the juices flow. Hey, that was my first piece of thing, guys.
Yeah, I made this one too easy, man. Shit. I made this one too easy by putting Tyrese in there. Fuck.
Yeah. And then
we got a consistency.
Nick coming off the bench, and then you right, Tyrese, them and Frank, they gonna be the one to get cut. Unfortunately, they did their thing, but shit, Knicks and LSG, yeah, they sticking right now.
Hey, is that a consistency? Can we just agree on that?
Yeah, pretty much the same one for me, man.
Pretty much the same, yeah, for real.
I was thinking of people with 3 people in their group. And
you should have came with Jagged Edge or H-Town or Black Street.
And then I just said, did you? You didn't. Then I just said, I said 3 people in the group. That's why I picked them niggas, because I couldn't think of nobody else that had just 3 people in the group.
Yeah, nigga, I heard what you said. You just couldn't think.
Nigga, Jagged Edge, nigga had like 5 people in the group, nigga. What are you talking about?
That's how I'm starting this shit tonight, man. Be nice to Kyle, y'all, before we see Lil E on the screen.
Hey, we might need Cal later on tonight when he clock out, man. So we're gonna be nice to him tonight.
And Santos, don't you start your shit tonight, man.
Hey, Puge, you might want to get your camera off, Puge.
I'm gonna keep
Puge, you like you in a pen. Your camera on.
They look like in the pen.
Oh man. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, hey, Reg, if it wasn't for you, man, I wouldn't have known about that girl dying in the ring, man. I saw the footage that you posted on your IG, bro. That shit was fucked up, man. They should have stopped that fight a lot sooner than they stopped.
Yeah. They didn't even stop it. They didn't even stop the fucking fight, bro.
Yeah,
no, bro, it was in between rounds. Her corner didn't let her come back out.
That's what I'm saying.
They called it out in between rounds. No, they should have stopped it a lot sooner, bro.
The referee should have stopped that fight, man. She was taking hell of punishment for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, you messed up a good joke, though, DJ. Thanks a lot, man. We was finna have a good time. You just fucked it up, man. Thanks.
No, I'm sick of y'all shit, man. I'm sick of y'all shit.
I had a good one. I had a good fucking joke, and you ruined it with this sad shit. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No, man. Well, shit. All right.
Back to the fucking music, DJ. Fuck you, man. Damn. All right, so
you know what, Kyle? I had 5 quick ones real quick, but I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live tonight because you feeling good, man.
Hey, listen. You know me, man. I'm all for a great fucking joke. You know that. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all. Now this is the battle of the big dudes. It's the battle of the big dudes. All right. We're going Big Luther. We're going Gerald Levert. We're going Barry White. Bench one, cut one, start. Yeah, nigga. I had to. You're damn skippy. Right back at y'all niggas. Now this is gonna take some time. Y'all got some time.
So that's on me. That's on me to start it off, right?
Yeah.
That's some fuck shit, bro. Like, damn.
Yeah, nigga. Big Luther.
Damn.
Gerald Levert.
Damn.
Barry White.
Say, look, this what I'm gonna do.
Hey, Eli.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Damn, this nigga's interrupted. Damn, habitual interrupter.
Hey, I must have a delay.
He said I think
I'm
got
about
a
to
delay.
give you a little what is like. Hey, I'm gonna calm down,
Where you
man. And I'm
So quit goddamn drinking and driving. I think your ass been drinking and driving here lately.
For me, I drink a lot of water. I think I got a delay, man. I think y'all I'm saying things, y'all a little bit behind me, I think.
Nah,
no, nigga, we talking right now. You talking fine. Ain't no delay. The delay is nigga, your ass get rough.
Yeah, but I was trying to help y'all. I think you still buying some time right now. What I think.
Fuck no. That nigga say this nigga thoughts come like squirrel. He just go. Soon as that jump in his head. Hey. No, say look. All right, this how we do it. I'm gonna keep Eddie and Luther. I got Luther. Luther coming in first. Eddie coming off the bench. Man, can I offer a 10-day contract to Gerald? God damn, shit. It's hard to cut Gerald, man. But I can't. I can't pick him over the legends like that, man. I got damn. Gerald, one of my favorite artists. I would get no pussy if it wasn't for Gerald. That's the first pick. Say Gerald coming off the bench. Eddie got to get cut. God damn. There we go. I'm getting out the way.
Who getting cut?
Eddie. I let Eddie. I cut Eddie. I came with Luther and Gerald.
I said Gerald, not Eddie. Where you get Eddie from?
No.
Yeah, it was Barry White, Luther Vandross.
Oh, I'm tripping. Very.
See, I tried to help you out, but you sound interrupting you, man.
Nah, fuck that shit.
You might have fucked up his thoughts. You might have fucked his thoughts up, nigga. Shit.
What the fuck? Hey. Hey,
yeah,
man.
Very
got to be cool, man. We all for 10 days.
Last year, boy. Touching shit almost ended the live stream, boy. That'd have been a disaster. What you got, Santos?
Man, I'm gonna start. I'm thinking as far as panty dropping. I'm gonna go with damn, man. I'm gonna go. Hey. Give me back. Hey, give me back. All right, I'm gonna go with Barry as a starter, and I'm gonna bring Gerald off the bench. I love Luther, but as far as panty dropping, I gotta cut it. As far as panty drop, I gotta cut it.
What the hell?
Luther is not panty dropping necessarily to me though.
What? You crazy?
Damn. I can't. He got some great songs, but he ain't always the dude I want to pull out when I'm ready to put my win inside my bun, man.
This motherfucker
That's
here.
all who I pull out. What the hell?
But the other two guys were
that
more
nigga
pimping.
talked over me. That nigga interrupted us the whole time to cut Luther. Nigga, get the fuck out of me.
Nah, I gotta see. All right, Reds. Who you got, Reds? Who you got, Reds?
Go ahead, Red.
Let me start. This nigga Santos is crazy, man. Oh shit.
Hey,
every time I feel us going off that goddamn cliff, I'm gonna bring us back.
You got to remember, Luther had a boyfriend.
So did Prince. Shit.
No, ain't no Prince.
Prince ain't had no boyfriend.
Prince was real.
Y'all crazy as fuck thinking them dudes wasn't gay, man. Prince, Michael, Luther, all them dudes is gay as hell. Kevin, all of them.
So you said Prince
I don't remember Luther saying to the women about getting them in the bedroom that often. I don't remember him doing it that often. He has some cold songs, but I just don't remember him doing that often.
If this world were mine,
that ain't in the bedroom.
He
just talking about
that I own.
Prince was a gay. Prince was like Nas X, man. He's the gayest dude ever come through music. But he got hit.
Bro.
You lost your mind.
Prince ain't gay at all, bro. He wanted to
Hell, y'all don't see that. Y'all crazy as hell, man.
Nah, you gotta go back and check your history on Prince.
Hey, Randy, you can't talk to them old niggas about Prince, dog. Prince is shit. Nigga come out there wearing motherfucking silk, got his silk press on, goddamn, got his press on nails. He can wear pants with his ass out. Prince is shit to the old nigga, man.
The women loved it.
Hey, DJ.
Yeah.
They got the nerve to talk about how these niggas dress now.
Bro, I fired my uncles up at a goddamn barbecue so bad with that shit one day. I was like, really? We gonna talk about how these niggas dressing now? I pulled up a picture of the Isley brothers.
Oh, they
all had them. I pulled up pictures of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, these niggas had on bell bottoms. Don't ever let me hear y'all talk about skinny jeans.
Yeah, that was the era.
Okay, so when these kids want to wear these little pencil thin ass jeans, because y'all was out here wearing bell bottoms.
Look here, man. But look, I guys that wear no purses though. I got you never seen guys with no purses back in the day. They had no purses. These guys spending $3,000 on purse.
Bruh, the nigga had his whole ass cheeks out. The nigga had his ass cheeks out.
Man, fuck the purses. Man, these niggas had on silk pants, dog. They had on silk pants, my nigga.
DJ, all pimps wear silk, bruh. Call me Silky Slim. Silky Slim was my nickname. I was a silky wearing nigga. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give me some more silk, man.
And there it is. And there it is. All right.
I see.
Oh man, y'all something.
Man, this is shit so crazy.
Hey, they didn't have on. They didn't necessarily have on silk.
Goddamn sense over trip, boy.
Go ahead, Reg. Let's see your pick, Reg. Go ahead.
All right, let me I got Luther, followed by Drill Levert, and I gotta take Barry White off. I ain't never liked Barry White music.
Real quick, Reg. This is who this is who their king is, bro. That's your king, bro. Mr. Ass Out, bro. Out of pocket, man.
Only Prince can get away with that, bro.
Nah, man. Fuck all that. I don't know who that Prince cannot.
But you know what it is, though? The science behind that shit. It's the reason why he just did that shit. He didn't do that shit on no gay shit. He did that shit because he was when he was coming up as an opening act for motherfuckers like Rick James and shit. He was trying to do shit out. He was trying to do some outlandish shit to get on. Cause Rick James and them had that shit on lock. He's like, I gotta do something. He said, I gotta do something to start these motherfuckers try to get on. That's what that shit was about.
Man,
that's
what
to Michael Jackson. You seen early on in his career, like Prince is known for having had women like Vanity, Apollonia, and his wife, the baddest women. His wife, the dancer that he got pregnant, that lost the baby. But Michael Jackson, you didn't hear that until later on in his career. He was talking about some fucking girls until he fabricated that shit with Elvis Presley's daughter, and that's the only shit you saw.
But dog, the nigga Prince had his whole ass out, bro. We can't get over that.
He didn't have it out for you.
The man had his whole ass out.
He had it out for the women.
That wasn't no gay shit, man. That wasn't no gay shit.
I don't think nigga had ass on his headphones. Y'all trying to convince me that wasn't no weird shit. Give me a fucking break. The nigga whole ass was out.
Kyle, what did I say? What did I say? I said, don't try to argue with these old niggas about Prince, dog. Do not do it. I'm telling you.
Ask the females about Prince.
Don't get me wrong, I think that's some bullshit because I thought it was
females about Prince.
I thought it was weird back then at the time, but when I got found out the backstory is why he did that shit to try to get on, I was like, fuck it, that's
man. No excuses, just solution. Nah, I don't want no excuses for y'all.
He did.
Let me explain something to him. You
can't explain shit to me, brother. His ass was out.
He mixed in everything that the brother.
Y'all come back to me. I gotta go do something real quick.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you his style. He mixed everything in that the brother was doing.
You can't convince me. The nigga whole ass was out, brother.
He brought punk. Hey, Prince brought punk rock and R&B and funk.
Hey, let me say something.
That's how he made his mark, man. That's how he was outlandish.
You remember the album cover? Prince spread his ass cheeks wide open on the album cover. It's an album cover. If you open the inside, you can see his asshole hairs. Y'all need to stop this about Prince.
No, it's not. Who said that?
Hey, I was looking at his booty that close.
Get out of here, man. I got every Prince
the album cover. I have to go look at his album cover and you do see his ass is open. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop that.
What's that?
What album cover you talking about?
I'm at work right now. I'm at work. But y'all know the album cover with his ass cheeks out.
He did it for the girl.
Y'all think it's tripping, man.
Come on, man. Y'all can't give him a pass. Come on. Hold on. Let me say this. If I was in school and I see a dude dressed like Prince coming up, I thought something was wrong with that dude. That was weird. That androgynous shit is weird, and y'all know it's weird. Y'all need to stop that. But go ahead.
Anybody that was on stage, they dressed weird. None of them dressed like you and I. You know, they when they on stage, they dress weird because they want to make a statement and they want to be noticed.
I agree. I ain't gonna argue that shit. I thought it was weird too at the time when I was young. But like I said, I learned the backstory. But at the time, I thought that shit was bugged out.
Hey, what album?
What album? We all thought the same thing.
They know what I'm talking about, Kyle. They know what I'm talking about. They just don't want to tell you. But they seen the pictures of the inside with his ass, when he spread his ass cheeks. They seen that.
I don't remember where the butt cheek spread it. I don't remember that.
No, he ain't never had no album cover like that.
He put his hand back there and spread his butt cheeks.
Hey, no, that's bullshit.
I've been putting my.
It's inside the album, Kyle. You can Google it. I don't know the album. It's inside the album. When you look at it, it's the old record. When you look at it,
no, it's not. I don't even know where you get that from, Brandon.
So you saying I can't find? So you saying I can't find pictures on the internet with Prince spreading his ass cheeks?
No, hell no.
Okay. Keep Googling it, Kyle. Keep looking. I'm telling you what I know, Kyle. Keep looking.
You got me Googling Prince ass album right now.
Hey, Kyle, you need to erase that out your search history too. Don't let your wife come use the computer and see that, Kyle. That's not cool.
This nigga Kyle really over here looking for his ass. Y'all niggas crazy, man.
Y'all niggas are crazy. What the hell? Oh, shit.
Girls out there.
Hey, Brandon. Are you talking about when he came on stage for the first time with the butt cheeks out? Is that the album you're talking about?
That was the
that was the MTV. That was the Diamond MTV Awards you talking about. That was the Diamond. It was the album cover.
I think it was right. Hey, maybe 86.
See, when he did
look inside of it, and you gonna see
when he did Thieves in the Temple. When he did Thieves in the Temple, that's when he came with the butt cheeks out.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have no chaps with his butt out, or are you talking about something else?
Man, his butt should never be out. No black man butt should never be out.
Doing shit like that. The Dirty Mind album.
The Dirty Mind album. He had on bikini,
Yeah.
bottoms and boots.
You see, Kyle? You hear that, Kyle? He had a bikini drawers.
Hey, y'all can't defend this shit.
Crazy as fuck.
Y'all can't defend this shit.
Hey, guess what?
See, I told you.
Hey, look.
This shit can't be defended, bro. Y'all can't make
Hold up, Cintos, don't tell us you won't. Come on, Cintos, don't tell us you had on bikini ass out drawers.
Let me tell you something. Don't forget I was a coxman, right? I was a coxman. I had male bikinis to take care of the ladies when it was time. You understand me? I was a coxman. Just let you know. Dude, I was a professional. Hey, like Cal said, I was the best at what I did. I was a coxman.
That nigga say he was a coxman.
Hey, male bikinis were.
Fuck no, Cinto.
Hey, look here. I put on male bikinis when it was, man. Let me tell you something. When I go to,
hey, Cinto, did it have a thong? Hey, Cinto, was the thong part in your ass? You know the thong. Come on, Cinto. If you got on the front part that's bikini, the back part not bikini.
Bikini. You said bikini. Bikini and thong are two different kind of attires, man. I don't do no thongs. I had on male bikinis. And look here, let me tell you something.
Had them leopard drawers on, blood. Niggas had that leopard thong on.
You said right.
He breaking up.
Look here. Listen.
That nigga listen.
You got them male bikinis on and your joint sitting up in that joint. Can y'all hear me?
Man, this nigga got that. You got nigga hat on it.
I said so. That's not cool. Bikini drawers. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Leopard speedo.
That don't mean you supposed to wear them around. Yeah, they were like speedo. That don't mean you wear them around all the time. When you with your lady, man, you hey, look here.
Hey, was it leopard?
Let me say it. I used to get me a little money out of ladies. I don't know about y'all, but I handle my business. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we know.
And I did it all with.
We know.
I did it all with this. Yeah. I was a coxman. That's old school for
you was wearing them leather thongs, guys.
No freak ass nigga. That's some freaky ass shit right there. You had your ass all lit, walking around here, goddamn.
Hey, Eli, I just told you I ain't never wore no thongs. I had on male bikinis.
That nigga had on leopard thongs.
Hey, Cinto, you can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference when you're looking at him, Cinto. You can't tell the difference.
Yes, you can.
What's the difference?
Yes, you can.
What's the difference?
Google it. Google it. Just like you can tell when a woman got on bikinis or if she got on a thong. That was a difference. Why you think they came out with the thong song?
Listen, bro,
they would have came up with a thong song if it wasn't a difference.
Boy, y'all almost convinced me, but I ain't looking that shit up. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, man. Prince was on some real shit, and so is you with that fucking leopard thong.
You know what? I'm starting to realize. You know what I'm starting to realize. You young boys were jealous of me and Prince. Y'all were jealous of me and Prince. Y'all jealous of me and Prince. Cause me Prince, Champion Hard, we understood how to take care of the ladies and knew what we understood what sex appeal was for the ladies. Y'all was jealous, man. Exactly. That's why I was a coxman. I was a coxman. I ain't supposed to eat no cooch. I was a coxman. A coxman don't eat cooch.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, look, when you eat coochie, look, if you ate coochie, you weren't no coxman. You were a candy licker. That was a difference. I was a coxman. Candy lickers ate coochie. I was a coxman. I applied wood. I laid pipe. I fixed the drainage.
Walk around here with goddamn bikini on.
Hey, look here. As long, look here. When you got a woman rubbing on you like she's praising you and massaging your cock, you understand me? Then you understand what being a coxman is. You understand me?
That nigga so crazy to the motherfucker. These other old niggas so quick.
Hey, y'all need to go Google cock.
Man, what the fuck did I walk back into, man?
Hey, let's get back on the music, man. We ain't gonna talk about all that tonight, but let's talk about the music. But Prince was straight. What you say?
Hold on, is that Brandon Washington on the panel? Man, what's up, man?
That's Brandon.
What's good?
What's going on, my militant brother? How you feeling, man?
I'm well. How about you, brother? You know, just trying to keep the revolution alive.
DJ,
you know what I'm saying? Another day, just trying to fuck on my old lady and cuss out white folk. That's it.
Hey, DJ, they're defending Prince ass cheeks and thong wearing, bro. And
I tried, man. Didn't I just try to tell you that earlier? Do not try to talk to these old niggas about Prince, dog. They will fight you to the death by Prince.
Hey, Santos had on a leopard speedo. He was wearing a leopard speedo.
I sure did. And guess what?
Look. We not going down that fucking rabbit hole, man. There's nothing good down there. There's nothing good down there. We're not going down that hole.
I'm gonna be good.
We're not going down that hole tonight, Santos.
I know, man. I ain't gonna talk about it. Praise
I was a cocksmith. I ain't do nothing. I was a cocksmith.
I knew y'all would like that. I knew y'all would like that word cocksmith. That's why I put it out there the other day.
Oh shit!
Hey, Simco had them Jerome suits, and they had that leopard bitch with the motherfucking bikini.
Who just dropped off?
Santos dropped off. Hey, so who all coming to the Shakur fight, man? Reg, I know you coming. Puge, I know you coming. Eli, Brandon, y'all coming?
No, I'm going out there. Where that shit at? That shit like way east.
Nah, where's it at? Where's it gonna be?
Atlanta, Chocolate City.
When?
October 23rd.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna come through. I'm trying to come through.
Yeah, I'm still trying.
I'm definitely trying to come through. Hey, Kyle, is you putting it together, Kyle? You quarterbacking it? Who quarterbacking it? Santos again? Who quarterbacking it? Santos? Who's setting everything up? Santos?
Shit, we just going.
I'm about to say we just meet in the city.
So last time
I'm trying to go.
Yeah, last time me and Shelton, we just set up. We just, you know what I'm saying. Me and a couple of fellas from the LDBC linked up, and then I linked up with the boxing session, man. You know, DJ, OG Shelton, Santos. We all hung out and had a great fucking time.
Yeah, man. I hope them tickets go on sale before they try to make us go back in the house, man, with this fucking COVID shit, bro.
September 10th is when they go on sale, so y'all need to be ready for that. September 10th.
Oh shit, that's next Friday.
Yes, sir. I will have money.
Yeah, that's next Friday. That's a bit.
Now I want y'all got to know this. A friend of the program is fighting on that card, so y'all need to bring y'all stanky monkey asses to Atlanta, Georgia. Because
the Olympian, right? The Olympian, right? Johnson.
Troy Eisen.
Okay, the Transformer.
Yes, sir. He fight on that card. Bring y'all funky asses to Atlanta and support that young brother.
Yeah, because Ali Walsh fighting on that card too.
Yeah.
What is it?
Shakur and Jamel Herring, that title fight, they fighting in Atlanta at State Farm.
When is it?
Had an elbow injury.
October 23rd. October 23rd. Tickets go on sale next Friday.
You going, Brandon?
Duke Reagan got an elbow injury, so he might not.
Brandon. Oh, he fell off. I'm gonna give him a call, man. See if he want to roll out there with me. If I decide to roll out there.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta come, man. Come through the city.
You know what's cold though, bro? Hey, that nigga Bob Aaron, watch what Al did, putting them Javante fights in Atlanta and came back and backdoored it.
Oh no, but
man, I'm telling you, dog. Listen.
That's Tank City.
Yeah. Tank live here though, bro. Tank got a house here. Like Tank be out in the streets with Lil Baby and Thug and shit. Like Tank really be out in the city, man. Like you can reach out and touch Tank.
Yeah,
Shakur still live in fucking Jersey and shit, I think. So Houston. Okay, see, I didn't even know he lived in Houston. And I follow him on IG. I like that. But yeah, Tank be really out in the city. He don't just live here and hide up in his mansion. No, he really be out, bro. So that was automatic, man. But I think they'll come out and support Shakur. But I said after that fucking Tank fight, Tank versus Devin at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they will sell that bitch out.
Oh man, for sure.
Out the Falcon Stadium. They will sell that bitch out, man. I'm telling you.
That's what Deontay Wilder need to do a fight at too. The Mercedes-Benz.
He'll sell it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Deontay should go crazy because Alabama right next door.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell you, Eli. I'm 90 miles from Atlanta, bro. Like Tuscaloosa ain't but like 3.5 hours away. You feel me? So
you know he has a house in Atlanta too. Deontay does.
Yeah. Man, a lot of these black celebrities got houses down here, man.
Right,
a lot of them out here in the city.
Let me tell you something. The real estate ain't that expensive in Atlanta either, man. Believe it or not.
Depending on what side of town you in.
Oh well, yeah, that is true. That is true.
I had these folks in Lithia Springs back in the day. Lithonia.
Okay. I know where that's at. Yeah, see, motherfucking Marietta and Kennesaw, all that shit ain't that bad, but motherfucking Buckhead and man, I'm telling you, bro. Well, kill me, motherfucking Kennesaw holiday from Atlanta. Man, look here. You way out there.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth though, man. The more the merrier, man, because we're gonna have a fucking great fucking time, man. Atlanta's a fucking great city. We're not gonna be able to go to Magic City the day of the fight. That's just not gonna happen.
Why not?
Yeah, fuck no.
DJ.
Fuck. Well, Kyle, I'm gonna say this, Kyle. That shit was a little different last time because AB fucking beat us there.
They wasn't there. They was at this club called the Dome, so they wasn't even there.
Magic City costs too much to get in anyway. I heard they got a hell of a door charge. We need to go to Blue Flame, man.
I want them fucking wings, man. Fuck that. I need them wings.
Yeah. See, I'm wing hunting. I don't give a fuck about them bitches.
I do. Hey, listen, me and OG was talking all this shit.
I ain't no been no strip club and not enjoying looking at the ladies.
What you say,
man? Listen, I've been to both of them. I've been to both of them a few times, man. Fuck them buckhead hoes. What a fool.
But see, when the last time, the one and the only time I've been to Magic City, the cover charge wasn't bad, man.
No, man, nigga.
Y'all said the cover charge was pretty extreme, didn't you?
You know, it was. But what you say, Reg? I can't hear you. This nigga was over talking.
No, I was saying, man, fuck a strip club. You all them bad bitches at them fights, you need to be cracking something out there. You got rooms, you need to be knocking something down. I don't get that strip club shit. I never could fuck with strip clubs. If
I was saying that, hey, Reg, I was saying the same shit until I went to Atlanta to this fucking club. Man,
I gotta fuck something. I still can't do that shit.
Hey, when you go,
Reg, I'm telling you now, you might run into one who goddamn power bill due tomorrow, and all she needs is $100.
Just set up the private party. Invite the strippers to the room, and y'all have the ones that y'all want there, and set up the private party.
That sound much better right there.
Yeah, everybody in on the private party, and then there it go. Everything's understood.
So
what happened in the champagne room stays in the champagne room.
So that means your ragged ass is coming to Atlanta then?
Probably not.
Well, stay, man. Don't give me no good eye.
Don't give me no damn people that are stacked up on each other right now.
Say, man. Say, man. Listen. Champ, what'd you say, Champion Heart?
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, DJ saved your ass too. DJ saved you old niggas too. He saved y'all niggas from that ass cheek habit. Ass cheek habit.
Man, we ain't going back over there.
Hey, what's done? What's done is done. What's done is done. Old school Crips and players understand what was happening.
Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that, man.
Young niggas saying, and y'all out here look at this young ass nigga with these tight ass little bitty ass pants on. You niggas walk around here and left with pants.
You fit it. Hey, they going to
respected by every pimp and Mac out there, man.
Hey,
he was respected by every pimp and player out there, man.
Hold on. Fuck this. This is what I'm finna do, bro. Y'all niggas, this is what I'm finna do. Cause y'all
he gonna put up some pictures, man. They gonna change how we feel about the man. We know what the man did. Let me tell you, Prince is responsible for a whole lot of y'all living right today.
Hey, look, they had when Nas X came out, they had flashbacks like, "Oh, this nigga gonna be a hit."
No, Prince ain't never done no crap like that.
No.
What? Man, hold on.
Dude stole everything that Prince do. Come on, man. Y'all crazy.
Hold on, cuz. What is
Nas,
it?
Nas them were basically naked.
What is
I ain't never seen Prince tongue no dude, man.
Hold on, bro.
Hey, that nigga bold in the pose, bro. When he first came out, that could have been his thing. But nigga, let it go. That nigga held on to that shit. That makeup on and everything.
No, he didn't always keep it going. He let it die down.
Right.
And then he brought it back to butt cheek. Then he let it die down again and covered off. He went back and forth, man.
That goddamn auntie haircut on his fucking shit.
On, bro.
Nigga roasted that nigga ass, but that nigga Prince rocked that shit for 40 years.
Come on, cuz.
That's because he made so many millions with it, man. He had the ladies in the millions.
Female
That's what he went with.
had that by Prince had the same haircut as the female.
Bro, what the hell is this?
But see, these young guys now, they wearing makeup and fingernail polish and
what the hell
they
is
got
this?
and man, Prince got on a guitar, man. He got a guitar on. He ain't got no purse on.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
He designed his own stuff, man. It's part of the
Hey,
record.
man.
Doing the rough. He stood out. He stood out. Stood out.
Y'all talking as bad as
fuck out of here.
White women on jury says. Y'all bad as white women on the jury when it comes to Prince. Like, God.
Y'all just don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all just
I got
don't
something.
understand,
I'm
man.
about to put a side by side. Hey, I'm about to put a side by side.
Let me tell you something. Prince, hey, y'all talk about them blowjobs and all that. Prince is the reason a lot of y'all getting blowjobs nowadays. With
That's
that
right.
long head. You understand?
Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. If you go to a lot of these clubs in a lot of cities, man, where they playing like they got some bands playing like some older music and stuff, man. They killing Prince in these clubs, man. I'm telling you, man. Prince is always gonna be a hit, bro. Always.
We know that. But we saying that y'all niggas can't talk about them and these young niggas because these young niggas dressing just like y'all did back in the day with these blouses on and shit.
No,
nigga that nigga dress just like Prince dress, nigga.
No, man. These niggas wearing purses and fingernail polish and they wearing mascara. They wearing mascara. They ain't wearing eyeliner. They wearing mascara, fingernail polish. They got the purses. And let me see what else they got. They doing all kind of weird stuff, man.
Right.
Doing all kind of weird. Then they kissing each other. They kissing each other in front of everybody. Yeah, man. Then they patting each other on the butt cheeks. Hey, man, good job. And that used to be in football. They don't cut that out. They don't even do that in football no more.
Chappelle and them depicted the shit out of Prince, and he was gay in the
That's
motherfucker.
That's Chappelle, but Prince man.
No, the stories they depicted about Prince were stories that Charlie Murphy was telling them, and it wasn't no gay shit he was
when they
telling
played
them.
basketball.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk. Prince was a hell of a basketball player, man.
High school. He played in high school.
Yeah, he played in high school. He was a
played in high school.
I don't give a fuck what y'all say he was.
That 3 foot
we know that.
Play freshman basketball.
We understand. Look, we can't help that y'all missed out on all that, man. We can't help that y'all missed out on that, man.
On the freshman team.
They don't say little ass shorts, nigga. They walk around here right now in them thigh-high ass shorts, just like y'all did.
You know them pants. You know them waist. You know them real high waist pants that Prince used to wear. You know where he got that style from? He got it from the Godfather, James Brown. That's where he got that style from. Now that's just straight up gay cowboy action there.
That's not the same thing, man.
You gonna talk about this nigga?
What's the fucking difference?
It's not the same thing, man.
What's different? What's the
Look, the fellas never approved the fellas never approved of him with the butt cheeks, but we knew he was doing it for the females. That's what it's all about, man. He was all about wooing the females, man.
I gotta stop this bullshit, bro. Them niggas was dressed the exact same way. One nigga just like boys.
Okay, let me suggest something to you. Let me suggest something.
Don't suggest shit to me, man.
All you young fellas.
Fact, in the words of the church,
look. Go to your aunt.
I want y'all to breathe air and live life.
And ask them what they think about Prince.
Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. I am getting the fuck out of here at the Centos.
Good night.
And when he fucking wrong, he know. Listen, look at this shit. Nah, fuck you.
Hey, man. Hey, when I call you, I'm gonna have Prince playing.
Same shit.
Hey, when I call you, I'm gonna have Prince playing.
You wouldn't even trip.
God damn, I can't even go to the bathroom and come back. You got motherfucker, man.
That's not the same shit, man.
What's different? What is the difference? They both hold on. They both wanted to be noticed. They both wanted like y'all just said. He had to do some outlandish so he could be a star.
No, that's
what he's doing.
Stop showing this
nigga right here got on some stuff that they put a chain around your neck with and pull you.
And Prince had his whole ass out.
Please, hey, whatever you do, Kyle, please do not show this man ass cheeks again, dog.
Hey, y'all need it. Like, if y'all got some older aunts and your moms, ask them what they think about Prince back in the day.
Man, come on, man. I know, dog. My mama cried when Prince died, dog. I'm talking about real tears. She loved that nigga, man.
You know who?
Listen, that don't save him from dress like Lil Nas X. That's where Lil Nas X got it from. They got his whole ass out, man.
It ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same.
bro.
What the fuck is the difference? Please.
A whole lot.
It's a whole lot, man.
Y'all do this promoting homosexuality to the highest level.
Hey, that ain't our dude. But Prince is your dude.
First of all, you don't throw that motherfucker in there with us.
You probably Lil Nas X.
Don't throw that little motherfucker in there with us, man. Everyone on some more shit.
Y'all been propping up Lil Nas, talking about he's the same as. No, he ain't the same as Prince.
No,
just the same. I said, nigga, fuck you. I said,
what the chat saying? Are we the chat that quit on that? Let me see.
What
the chat saying? Let's see.
Lil Nas like the tongue guys, man. He like the tongue kiss guys. Lil Nas.
Right. What he doing? Them niggas dressed the exact same way though.
See, the difference is when Lil Nas X.
Hey, hold on. I gotta go back a little bit. Nah, Bird, man, fuck that. You right next to him. Nah, ain't no excuse.
What Birdman say?
Somebody I'd be divorced if I hung with y'all. Nah, fuck that, Birdman. Bring your ass.
Man,
fuck that.
I want to say this. If y'all think Nas X has put some shit, if Prince was alive as a young artist in 2021, he will be doing some extra out, real fruity, suspect shit, and y'all still be making an excuse for his ass.
Oh man.
Prince will fully come
Prince
out
was all about getting jail.
He had to do something because Mars Day was out, so he had to show his whole fucking ass and goddamn fucking him.
Now you know Prince is the reason that Mars Day is who he is today.
Yeah, that was his protege.
Prince is the one that put Mars Day in the time out there.
In the time on.
That was it. Yeah, he the one brought him. He the one put him out there. Prince did.
So it was okay for him to put on makeup and show his ass.
No, he wore.
Hey, Eli, don't forget the silk press now. Don't forget the silk press.
Prince, just like a whole lot of entertainers, he wore some eyeliner. A lot of them entertainers back then wore eyeliner, but he didn't wear no mascara and he didn't wear no fingernail polish and all that.
But Prince ain't start that shit. Prince ain't start that shit. That shit go all the way back to Little Richard. Little Richard started that shit. Little Richard started that shit. Little Richard was like, Prince is me. He said, that's me. He said the reason why he did that shit, he said, because them white people couldn't stand him being around them white girls. And they was too intimidated by him and the way he first started singing. He said, so I could get gigs and shit, I had to put on that fucking mascara and that eyeliner and shit so they wouldn't be intimidated by me as a black man around a young white girl.
Yeah.
Because I was fucking. So he said he was fucking some of them. Because he was fucking some of them white girls too. He said.
Little Richard was gay. How y'all making an excuse?
Y'all tripping.
Little Richard wasn't just straight gay. Because Little Richard got a fucking son, man. He got a son.
That nigga was still gay, nigga. We said this.
He was gay.
He was gay. But he got straight. But he wasn't straight gay because he was fucking the women too. Because he wouldn't have a fucking son.
Kyle, I told your ass when we started this shit.
Hold on. Let's get some control over this shit, man.
He got a biological son, man.
All right, hey,
so clearly he was sticking his dick to some pussy too, or he wouldn't have a biological son.
All right.
He was not only gay.
All right, check this out, guys.
Only gay niggas don't fuck pussy no matter. A true gay nigga ain't fucking pussy no matter how much you gotta bribe you. They ain't doing that shit. A true fucking gay motherfucker ain't fucking no pussy.
All right, let me say this.
That nigga gay than a motherfucker, man.
Let me get some order. Hold on. Let me get some order real quick. Hold on. Real quick. Let me get some order real quick. All right. Let me do this.
Nigga, man, go get some water. Shit, we still talking.
Hey, fuck Prince. Fuck Lil Richard. Fuck Lil Nas X. All right. Let's talk about this fucking music. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas. You know. Shit.
Y'all leave our man Prince alone, man.
Man, no, nigga, you leave us alone about Prince, motherfucker.
I tell you what, I'll leave y'all alone. I'll leave y'all alone. If y'all tell y'all homies to stop buying Prince.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Kyle, you was giving it up to Prince before we got on the clothes shit, nigga. You was giving it up to him too.
Yeah.
Why like you wasn't giving that shit? When this shit first started, you was giving it up too.
Sure was.
I'm not defending his clothes. I'm not defending him though. No. I ain't defending his actions though. Just like I ain't defending R. Kelly actions. I ain't defending what he doing. I don't agree with the ass cheeks. Y'all niggas agreeing with this shit. Y'all defending this man. I am not gonna defend a nigga with his ass out. I will not.
What y'all don't realize, Chris wasn't doing it for no gay.
Nah, he come again. No, we're not condoning.
Trying to be edgy, like he was on a porno tip. That's what he was doing, man. But it was all about.
Okay, won't you go be edgy right now? Go be edgy right now. Come jump out your truck with your ass out and see how do you receive.
Nigga, when I get off work, I'm putting me some male bikinis on, and I'm gonna see what my wife want to do with it.
She don't want to do nothing with you. You got desert to
Kyle, when we went down this road, before we even made this left, it started going down that road. Remember, I told your ass, them old niggas will fight you to the death by Prince, dog. I told you that shit. I've been through it with my uncles, dog. They will fight you by Prince, man.
Hey, man, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all why we believe in Prince so much, because he was cold with the music. He was R. Kelly before R. Kelly. He was Little Richard after Little Richard.
I wouldn't even say that.
Godfather of music after that. And I'm gonna tell you what else. He was the coldest nigga. If you couldn't talk to a gal, all you had to do was push play. Boom, you got her. Her panties coming off every time.
Let me say this, bro. Can I say this? Y'all got more excuses than a nigga got a child support hearing. Y'all got more excuses than they're going to jail, bro.
Hey,
in child support court, they don't play Prince.
Hey, Kyle, listen. They defended the nigga who was on the track and did this. I got my joke off. I'm good now.
What's up with all the weird ass noises that nigga did?
Hey, in my Prince days, I got much pussy.
Hey,
that's because y'all was using cocaine and shit. The bitches was high and freaky. That's why y'all ain't need Prince.
I'm gonna find this picture.
All of this shit,
my shit was draped. I'm gonna find this picture. I'm gonna show y'all. I got more pussy, boy. Let me tell you.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, because y'all was on cocaine and shit.
No, there wasn't no cocaine days, bro.
No,
not in the black community. Not in the black community.
My daddy,
Cocaine
listen,
Black folks did cocaine.
Nah, they read. Black folks could afford that pure cocaine, man.
Hey, my daddy might get mad at me for telling this story. My daddy loved Prince and Morris Day at the time. That nigga snorted more coke than Tony Montana. That motherfucker almost died snorting that shit. It's doing them the cigarettes with the what they call them, Grimmies.
Primo, that came on.
Yeah.
Prince them didn't start when Prince and Morris Day came out. It wasn't during the cocaine. It wasn't a lot of cocaine in the black communities at that time, bro.
Man, that's bullshit. For black folks, maybe in California, but not in Tennessee. Black folks that was on that club scene, drugs has always been around that shit.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying,
I'm about to say, that's some California shit. Because my grandma, when they tell the story, they wouldn't go back to studio. They just had a big ass bowl. They had a big ass punch bowl full of reefer. You just walk through, just pinch you out some reefer. Put it in some papers, smoke it. They had, cognac in the air. And they were just sitting back listening to music. Wasn't nobody really doing cocaine.
Look, but they was getting high and they get the fucking. They get high, drunk, and turned on, and they start fucking. They was fucking a lot back in them days. Girls pull out their pussy. You got pussy on your lunch break.
Wrong.
Hey, that's when the Me Too movement came out, nigga. You used to be able to just grab a chick by the coochie, as Donald Trump would say. You can't do this shit now.
No, that's frowned upon. Now you can't just grab a chick by the pussy. Now they call that sexual assault shit.
That's true, but it depends on who you are.
Better off bringing up Rick James though. Hey, Rick James did the shit.
Yeah, Rick James, man, boy, he started. Yeah, that Prince kind of emulated Rick James. He kind of emulated
Rick James.
Rick James' whole ass right now, though.
See, back in them days.
But Kyle, I'm gonna say this though. Rick James was out here in fucking thigh-high boots, man.
And makeup. Oh yeah,
Rick James.
That's where Prince got it from, because Rick James was mad at Prince. He kicked Prince off his tour because Prince was looking like him.
He was still in the show. Really?
He was still in the show and dressed. He was still in the show while he had on outfits like Rick James, and Rick James was mad at some gun, kicked him off.
Yeah.
Back then, though,
dropped off. That Eli.
Artists, though, man.
What the chat saying? Chat just crying, laughing.
They laughing at fucking Cinto says and Happy Harper.
Hey.
Oh man.
Hey.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm like.
See Jones on 224, man. Hey, dog, we gonna have to get with you, man. Get your information and shit, man. Link up with you.
For sure. Hey, listen, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all niggas, man. This was a hell of a show, bro. I done had so much fun staying up late and shit, bro. Not going in at 4 a.m. has been fucking great. You know what I'm saying? We done had some fucking fun these last couple of nights, man. God damn. I was gonna cut myself off early, but I'm gonna give myself 7 more minutes. Goddamn. I'm gonna give myself 2 hours.
Kyle, where we at on the subs, man? How close are you getting to 1,000, dog? Where you at?
We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
We got some work to do.
Yeah.
We gotta get monetized, man. Because
Mr. Cut You Off. You know how they got Trey Songz, Mr. Panty Dropper. We got Mr. Cut Him Off right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
can't even get a word in with this nigga around. I'm gonna start muting your fucking mic.
You stutter like Fred, man. You stutter more than I do, man.
Man, shit. Nigga, you the one wearing them goddamn thong speedos and shit.
I ain't gonna never cop out to the thongs. I'll cop out to the male bikinis, but I ain't gonna cop out to those thongs. Man. Hey, I ain't. No, never mind.
Yeah, you nigga, keep that shit.
No, because every time you say something, you put your goddamn foot in your mouth.
Oh
man.
Look, I wasn't no freak, but I let the bitch lick my asshole.
Hey. this morning when I was talking to a friend of mine, and because I kept thinking about the fight. I kept saying every time she would do it, I'd be like, "What you doing? What you doing?" And then I'd be like, "Do it again. Do it again."
You nasty motherfucker.
Man, look at him.
He the original trick daddy. You put your legs in the air, the pin.
Oh boy.
Last night.
But Birdman, C Jones, 0224. Hold on, let me see who else. Yeah, y'all put y'all IG or y'all number in Kyle's inbox on Instagram, and we'll get with y'all when we go to the fights, man. We're gonna make this shit an event. We're gonna roll up in that bitch deep.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ.
Yes, sir.
Clips told Cinto last night, nigga, you is for free, nigga. Hell, you made that crack and lick your ass off. You could have let her wash your car.
Right.
Yeah, he did. He clipped the trip,
Hey, who's that, man? My man Mike was petty as hell, dog. Like, nah, I ain't never nutted on a bitch pillow because I know her husband sleep right there. No, I ain't never did no shit like that. I'm trying to get the fuck out of Dodge.
On my nerves, man.
I wipe my dick with it.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Nigga crazy, the motherfucker.
Yeah, Brandon, that's what I was saying, man. We didn't have cocaine like that here in Alabama, dog. Motherfuckers still smoking reefer and drinking moonshine and motherfucking yak here.
Oh yeah, nigga. California, nigga, cocaine capital, nigga.
Yeah, California. And certain parts,
Tony Montana, nigga.
Yeah, and certain parts of New York, like in certain parts of the hood, back in the days, you ain't had that cocaine. But like in the city, Manhattan, where them white motherfuckers at, yeah, that shit was there though.
Yeah,
the Studio 54 and all that shit. Studio 54, yeah, that shit was popping up in there.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Ain't they supposed to be doing a documentary on that place?
Yeah.
They probably have multiple documentaries on that club.
Yeah, on that Studio 54, man. I've heard so many celebrities talk about that shit. And like, yeah, man, I've heard a bunch of celebrities talk about that place back in. I mean, pretty much, if you were a celebrity back in the '80s, you was coked up in that motherfucker at some point in time.
Yeah.
They said Rick Jones, Rick James, they hit him a couple bumps, get him a cigarette in, so that motherfucker getting that bitch get to singing and shit.
Yeah,
that's because that disco shit took off.
Yep. Yeah, disco shit was big. My oldest brother used to be there. My oldest brother used to go to my oldest brother used to go to like Studio 54 and shit like that. And he was saying, hell yeah, they had cocaine up in that motherfucker.
My dad used to live with my grandma, bro. And every weekend they got paid, that motherfucker be gone for about 2-3 days. Nigga. She wouldn't even see the nigga, hear from the nigga, nothing. Nigga, he go to the club, go right to the hotel, nigga.
Be somewhere skied up, goddamn.
I'm gonna try to.
Nigga go to them cheap ass hotels attached to the corner store in the pool wall.
Yeah.
I said,
I know what you're talking about.
Them cheap ass hotels that was attached to the pool hall and shit.
No, I don't know about none of that shit.
Yeah, it'd be real.
Them
niggas was doing
walls and shit.
That motherfucker sitting right by the pool hall.
No, nigga, them fucking hotels used to be attached to the pool halls back in the day.
We had a pool hall. I know what you're talking about, Eli. We had a pool hall like that too. They shut that motherfucker down, boy. That motherfucker was so dirty. Speaking of dirty, how the fuck, pivot all the way back to the beginning of the show, how in the fuck is a whole gym dirty? Like, it's so... The whole gym dirty, man.
Yeah, how is that possible?
Like,
that's because they got motherfuckers in their pocket. They got Mauricio in their back pocket. That's why. Canelo got a lot of people in their back pocket. That's why they doing that shit.
Hey,
that ain't no secret. Everybody know he's Canelo's bitch. Hell, he made a belt just for Canelo. Right. And then other people started asking for it. Everybody know he's Canelo's bitch.
Yeah, he made that duck belt for Canelo. Yeah.
Nigga, that's for Canelo.
That fucking French fries belt he made for Canelo.
Yeah.
Then when Canelo dropped that WBC belt and stopped fucking with the WBC, he couldn't get that money. And nigga went kiss Canelo ass.
Yeah.
Still kissing his ass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's been like that.
I believe Fred when Fred said Bob was gonna try to sweep this shit under the rug. Hey, listen, we can hide these results, but goddamn, when your contract come up, you gonna resign for 2-3 more years. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But yeah, with that WBC shit, they always been that shit is in Mexico, man. They always been they always gonna favor them any opportunity they get and shit. It's been like that.
They in Mexico?
And yeah, WBC is out of Mexico.
It's original.
It's in Panama, or is that the WBA? Is that the WBA out of Panama?
WBC is in Mexico, and it's always been there. Jose Suleiman, his father, all he did was take over his father's job.
Yep.
That shit is straight nepotism. And when he died, his son gonna take that shit over too. You understand what I'm saying?
So which one is in Panama? Which one is in Panama?
It might be the WBA.
Venezuela now.
The WBA used to be it used to be there. It's in Venezuela now. Yeah.
It's in Venezuela. Okay. That's one. Okay. And then the WBO is in Puerto Rico. And where's the IBF?
That was up north somewhere.
In New Jersey somewhere.
That was started by a brother. That started by some brothers.
It started by Bob Lee. He used to run the USBA, the United States Boxing Association. That's the IBF.
Damn, this shit make a lot of sense now. I didn't know the WBC was in fucking Mexico. I thought that shit was way South America somewhere.
Nah, that shit Mexico. It's always been Jose Suleiman.
What we expect?
Hey, that's why that nigga Suleiman called Reggie a racist.
You're the racist. When Paul's on Reggie had that night, goddamn.
Yeah. But it's always been. But they always favored them fighters and shit from Mexico. You go way back. But see now the difference is that how we had Mauricio Suleiman on Fred's show back in the days, like his father would do shit and he could sweep that shit on the rug because we would have never had a chance to talk to his father back in the days.
Right.
That shit would have never happened. They could just do whatever the fuck they want, sweep that shit under the rug, and none of us would never get a chance to say that shit to him. You understand? The only difference is now motherfuckers getting a chance to actually say that shit to his son. You know? But they've been doing the same shit. He's following his pop blueprint to a T. That shit is in their family.
Damn, that brings shit into perspective. Go ahead, Reggie, my bad. Go ahead, man.
But no, I'm saying when you look more to like in the depth of corruption and shit and where these bodies come from, they all in corrupt ass countries.
Yeah.
You look at the government of every single one of these countries, it's all about greasing the palm. That's the way they grow up. That's the culture. They're corrupt,
make money off of that shit.
Twisted motherfuckers. You put money in any of their pockets, you gonna get what you want. Greasing the palm.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, the order.
That's true. That's true, Red. That's true.
Absolutely.
Every belt the WBA had to offer, boy.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that dumbass judge making that scorecard as wide as she did, nigga, they could have got away with that.
Yep. Hell yeah. But what happened is they so fucking privileged. They so privileged with their bullshit that they'll do fucked up shit like that from time to time that'll overly expose their ass and bring it right back to the forefront as to what type of organization they are. But all those organizations, they in those countries and they always been having favoritism to their particular fighters from their region. It's always been like that. Like I said, Jose Suleiman always was doing fucked up shit when it came to that shit. He ain't no different. His son following right in his footsteps.
Wow.
All right, so hey, if y'all need me,
see, damn.
Santos, where you at?
I'm good.
So you
I
good?
passed that section a long time ago. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I got a decent start tonight.
Man, if y'all niggas fall off, man, y'all call me, man. Don't text me because I ain't gonna answer.
All right.
I'll call you. Me and Prince will call you.
Mm-hmm.
You said what?
I like how you snuck that shit in. That was smooth. That was smooth. That was smooth, Sento.
I sat there and waited for the response.
That shit was smooth, But Reggie, man, listen, dog. You gotta come on the show whenever they bring that something back in there, because I got questions too. I might actually use. I kind of let the guests breathe when they on there, man, because I know everybody, kind of gonna be chomping at the bit to get at them, especially when the women come on. But I actually got questions for this motherfucker now, man.
Bro, he ain't coming back. Not this shit that came to light. That motherfucker not coming back.
No, he coming back,
bro. Only way to redeem yourself is to strip this man, dog.
They ain't doing that shit. They make too much money with them.
Yeah,
that's his countrymen. They make too much money. Like Reggie said it perfect, man. Niggas greasing each other's hands, man. One hand helps the other.
Man, Valdez American.
Huh?
Valdez American. Ain't he from Cali?
They don't care. His
he's Mexican, man. He's Mexican descent.
He born in Mexico.
Okay.
Him and Belcher were born the same town or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was actually born in Mexico and came in when he was young. But they don't care. If you got Mexican heritage, they consider you that shit, yo. Bottom line, they consider you that shit.
Yeah.
That's where
you got a point. You got a point there.
Yeah, they don't play that shit. Oh, you American? Like, fuck that. Like, if you got American, if your parents is from Mexico, or your grandparents is from Mexico, or your great grandparents, they're gonna consider your ass Mexican.
Yeah, but they call you something, man. I just found this shit out recently, though. Like in the past year or so, like it's Chicano and something else. When you born stateside, they call you something else.
Yeah, you got
like we still consider. Oh man, it's something else. No, not Mexican American.
No, you like
damn, Reggie, help me out, man.
And
Chicano?
It's Chicano, and Chicano. They call the ones that was born in Mexico something else.
They call them Paisas.
Paisa, yeah.
Yeah, Paisas, yeah.
So, yeah, I just found this shit out like a year ago. I was like, okay.
But they'll claim that shit. So if you was born there, if you was a Mexican American and shit, they'll claim your ass. If you do some so-called great shit, they'll claim you and shit. You know, they always do that shit. They'll claim you.
Andy Ruiz, when he won the championship,
exactly.
They celebrated him in Mexico over there.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right. See, it ain't like with Africans and black folks, man.
No.
Now
I've experienced both sides of it. Like I ran into I had some guys I went to school with, some Kenyans, bro. Like we was the dirtiest motherfuckers. We was y'all folks got caught. Y'all the ones dumb enough to get caught. It's like, if you don't sit your man, listen.
But
how dare you?
That's messed up, man.
They story different because you gotta think of it. This really they land. We looking at continents separated by a big ass body of waters. But when you look at South Americans, they treat each other like that. A Mexican don't respect an El Salvadorian. An El Salvadorian may not respect a Mexican, and you go all across throughout that region. They have those same kind of conflicts. They don't respect each other. Mexicans get offended if you call them El Salvadorian in the same way.
Or Honduras, or the ones from Honduras, the same way. They'll get offended by that shit.
Yeah, they got the same beef as everyone. Like, but Mexicans, this is their land outside of America, still in that shit and making those changes, but they don't see it no different. Mexicans gonna group with each other. You don't see Mexicans celebrating. They don't even really celebrate that Latino shit. They celebrate Mexican, and they say pride.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at most of Central America, bro, they look like us.
Yeah,
they look like us, like Ecuadorians and shit. The motherfuckers look like us, man. That shit blew my mind, though.
They're part of us.
Because a lot of them there, Got the singing.
Ecuadorians, Panamanians, bro, El Salvadorians, man, them motherfuckers look like us.
Well, but when you but the Eldorians and those Salvadorians and like I mean Panama's a little different because you got a lot of black people in Panama that actually
for sure.
No, but I'm saying, but you got the reason why you got a lot of them there because during the making of the Panama Canal, a lot of black Americans went there to work and stayed there and had kids with them women. That's why you see. Yeah, that's why you see a lot of never notice. You see a lot of them Panamanians got names like Williams and shit like that, Williams and stuff like that. But they from Panama. That's like they great grandfather went to work over there and that shit, and they had kids there. So you'll have like a lot of guys. Like you remember the former junior middleweight champion? That was my dude too. He had the title for a short time. He beat William Joppy. His name was Julio Cesar Green. His last name was Green. He had beat William Joppy for the title.
I remember him.
Yeah, Julio Cesar Green. He was the champion. He was the champion for a short time. He beat William Joppy for the title, and Joppy beat him in the rematch to get the title back for the middleweight title.
You talking about
he fought out here. That's my dude. We trained together. He trained Julio Cesar Green. He was the middleweight champion for he made like one defense and shit, and he lost the title back to William Joppy before William Joppy lost that shit to Felix Trinidad. William Joppy was the champion. William Joppy was the champion twice. He had the championship, and he got upset by Julio Cesar Green, and then they fought in the rematch. He beat Green. And that's when, a couple of fights later, he ended up fighting Trinidad when he lost.
Yeah, he lost. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Speaking about that canal, is that all those countries they spend maybe half a century trying to make that passage. Every European country been defeated. They have to go and find black folks that can deal with the climate, bear the mosquito conditions to complete that shit. And change world economics and shit. But then they play them when it comes to because they didn't understand the economic side of that shit. Had they had a better understanding, they could have said, fuck y'all.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of black Americans went right over there to work.
You know what? The first Panamanian and the first Cuban I ever met in my life, they look like us. Black. And the difference was they spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew that they were different. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them,
I used to always think Panamanians and Cubans were look like us. I didn't know they looked like lighter skin like a Mexican or whatever until I got older. And then I learned more about what was going on with the people. But yeah, man, I didn't, when I thought about the islands and stuff like that, or the smaller little countries to the south of us, outside of Mexico, I thought, and Puerto Rico, I thought everybody looked like us.
Yeah. I used to work with this older brother from Panama, and his name was John Williams, but he spoke Spanish, but he black, like he was blacker than my father.
Yeah, I think you told me about him too.
Yeah, and but he's from Panama, but because he the one who also helped, like he gave me some history on that shit. He was like, nah, like his great grandfather or his grandfather. He said, yeah, said he came from America. He said he went to go work in the Panama Canal, and they stayed over there. Like they started having kids with those women over there and shit, and didn't come back to here to the States. But I was like, how the fuck you got? I said, how the fuck you Spanish and you got a fucking what? He was Williams too. I was like, how the fuck you got a fucking Williams? He's like. And he told me that shit. I was like, okay.
You do know there were more slaves in Mexico than there were in the United States.
There were more what?
Yeah, down in South America, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you got to remember when it comes to, because like I said,
with our you for a second, guys. I got to do something.
Because when it comes to our shit, we got it very unique. Because you got native blacks and you also got the ones that was kidnapped. So a lot of the slaves, majority that ended up getting kidnapped from Africa, West Africa, ended up in the Caribbean and in Central and South America.
Right.
That's why it was more slaves down there. That's why you see a lot of them native blacks and shit. Like people don't realize, like, it's real native like blacks in Mexico that would look like us, but they speak Spanish.
Right.
Yeah, them Europeans couldn't work that shit. That's why they failed at that canal. They could not work none of this shit. They could not work anything. The only thing that worked for them was having guns, but they needed us to dig the resources out the land, and that was it. That's primarily what all that shit was about. It's the fact that they couldn't use the European to do it, and even in today's society, Europeans still can't work, even with machine. That's basically machine kind of puts them in position where they either work or act like supervisors, but they just can't do the work. And now with black folks saying F them, they try to go to South America and get the next thing closest to us in complexion.
Yeah, that's right. Especially in those warm climate areas, they be straight suffering on top of that shit. Straight suffering. So they go to the next thing now. Because we done did all that shit for hundreds of years. You know?
Right.
And shit like that. So that's why you get that. That's how you get that situation. I was just explaining that shit to these girls earlier. We was talking about the fact that when y'all foreign blacks, y'all be like black Americans, oh, y'all lazy, y'all don't do this. And I said, the only fucking reason y'all here to even do what y'all can do is because of our ancestors that paved the way for this shit. Exactly. I said, like my grandmother and moms, you know, my grandmother and them was at that fucking march on Washington with Martin Luther King and shit like that. Like that shit ain't some shit I read in the book. That shit is really in my family. You understand what I'm saying? My parents, right. my family is from Alabama. They was marching in that shit. They was a part of that shit. That bus boycott and all that shit. That shit is real in my family. That ain't no shit I read in no book. That shit they talk about in our family, going through that shit. And I was like, the reason why y'all can do half the shit y'all do is because of the native blacks here. And y'all get a free ride. Y'all get a free ride because of that shit. And then y'all gonna complain, oh, why y'all always complaining? I said, because we still ain't getting a fair fucking shake. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, man. I've worked.
Y'all would not be able to do half the shit y'all do if it wasn't for the foundational or ADOS blacks or foundational blacks that was here. That's the only reason y'all can come here and benefit off of these programs and shit.
Yeah. I don't understand the mentality of a lot of these Caribbean blacks. You know, I'm not saying all of them, but you know, I've worked with Jamaican brothers that say that they're not black, they're Jamaican.
But it's true though. We gotta understand that. Like we unique to everywhere we come from. Everybody struggle, fight, pride, and understanding ain't the same. They can't understand it, and I think some folks in this country get it messed up to think that they should have an understanding. People's experiences are different. The American experience is unique to America. Them other people's experiences are their own. And a lot of times they ain't even here for those struggles. They ain't here to provide some shit, take it and move back. Like, and I think black folks we see people of the same complexion and we want our fight and you know, what we're fighting for to be the same, and not everyone experience. Even in this country, not every black man or black woman has experienced the struggle of racism. Some of them come from privileged environments and shit. And I think sometimes we got to get into kind of the meat of shit and what people's fight is for. But the fight is always the fight really is to break down a lot of this bigoted shit. Right. And also to toughen up, because this ain't a white country. That's why I always say, y'all white folks can go back to Europe with that shit. I had to tell a white guy at work the other day, we talking about football and shit. And he was speaking about, he was asking what's my team. I was like, I don't watch that shit. I ain't like the NFL for a long time. He's like, why? It's like the shit too whitewashed for me. I'm saying here's a league that's predominantly
black,
80 to 90%, and you don't have any black ownership.
Yeah.
And even a white boy started waking up. He's like, well, yeah, you're right. You got to talk about Warren Moon, because this dude knows all the historic shit. He was speaking about how a lot of black quarterbacks will have to go up to the CFL and shit. And the CFL, I guess he was saying, was pretty popular back then, but they proved themselves there. And I forgot what he said, what really ignited the NFL, but they really were not too in tune in bringing the black quarterback down here.
It wasn't for the long time.
Yeah. And it was like the only reason why Warren got his spot is because he had a black coach. But even in the collegiate levels, I always remember hearing that shit to where before these schools wanted to fully integrate. I don't know if it was like USC or someone when they start integrating, they brought a team that was more the running back, black running backs and receivers, and they went into one of these, SEC schools and dominated that shit to where these schools start waking up.
You know who that was?
Who was that?
You know who that was? What happened was, Bear Bryant from Alabama, he wanted to, because when the shit started transitioning and you started getting a lot of those great black players coming into college, but he wanted to try to change. They were still being reluctant in the school about letting blacks come there because he had all white team for a long time. So what he did was he set up a game between Alabama and USC bust Alabama ass. But he wanted that shit to happen because he knew all them great black players was going to do their thing, and they lit Alabama ass up. And then he went back to the board members and like, see, I told you we got to start recruiting black people in here, black kids in here, or we ain't gonna be able to compete. So he wanted that shit to happen. For the longest time, it was the what you call this, they was resisting that shit. But he realized a couple of years before they finally happened, like he said, yo, I gotta get these black kids in here or we just ain't gonna be able to fucking compete. And he purposely, because that's the SEC. SEC. Then and he set up a game against USC and shit. And USC lit their ass up. They fucked them up. And that's how he was able to start recruiting black players after that shit. You know? That's how he was finally able to do that. But prior to that, they was very reluctant, man, to hire them, any black athletes there to be able to, and straight up whenever they went up against them, any of those teams that have those black players was annihilating those all white teams. And they were like, yo, the only way for us to keep up with this shit, we're gonna have to start recruiting these kids, man.
Absolutely.
Yep, we're gonna have to start recruiting them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they were superior, they were just superior athletes when it came to that shit.
And even like looking at the game, like even when people still analyze the quarterback position and they give criticism to Cam and all that. Cam in the perfect way he's supposed to play that fucking position. It's just that the league and these coaches and and GMs and managers are holding back what the level of this game should be at to create an opening for these pocket passing quarterbacks. That shit is outdated. These pocket quarterbacks can't even outrun these 350-pound dudes. Like the game is supposed to be elevated from where it is. It ain't advancing because they're holding it back in that one position. This game ought to be high flying. Back in the 90s, when I kind of start tracking away from that shit is when they start making it hard for defenders to defend receivers without touching them because they want to pad the stats of a lot of the quarterbacks, the Steve Youngs and all them and shit. And they couldn't do it with defenders playing, that knocking off the line shit, making it hard to hit these quarterbacks and shit like that. The game is supposed to be a defensive game. The game's supposed to be challenging, not to add a word quarterbacks throwing 350 yards and all that shit is artificial as hell. But they done that to keep that because matter of fact, during that time period before they changed it, the quarterbacks kind of became obsolete. Receivers were bigger stars, DBs were bigger stars, and running back. Getting shit out. And they changed that shit. And a lot of people let it go over their head. Nobody challenged it because they didn't even look at it like that. Oh, we're going to get more points. They wanted more points and more stats. Talking about fans were attracted to that shit. Like, it was all bullshit. Me as a kid, I could see through that shit.
Yeah. Yo, you dead on that shit. Because I remember, like, my pop from Alabama, he played football and shit and high school. And he was like, he said when they first started to even mention that shit about, because he said they was coming out, some scouts out to check them out and shit. But, they would still being the what you call those motherfuckers that's like in charge of who who can come into the ones who get the money and shit for the school. They like the board members, like those board members and shit. They were the ones that was more reluctant, but the coach is like Bear Bryant them, and he's like, because he saw what was going on across the country, and he's like, he said, in order for us to compete, we're gonna need those kids, or we're not gonna be able to compete with them at all. But those board members and shit was being all reluctant. So my father was like, they was coming out and checking them and shit, but they never pulled the trigger. on recruiting none of them and shit. And any of them had to have gone to a different school. And after like I said, after a time went by, they was forced to have to do that shit, or they just get totally left in the dust and wouldn't be able to compete with those kids. And I remember when I was growing up as a kid watching football, my pops, he used to always say, yeah, they got this. He said they got this stigma about black quarterbacks because it's like that. They felt like a black quarterback couldn't be a leader of a team, or he didn't have the. That's some disrespectful shit. Like he didn't have the mental faculties to lead the team. Like there's that type of shit, that the type of stereotypical stuff that they was using to keep blacks from being quarterbacks for years. You didn't see that shit like during the 70s or 80s. That shit was like crazy to me. Like literally, they was so stereotypical. Like, nah, you gotta have in order to be a quarterback, you gotta be white. That shit carried on for years, man.
Yeah, you're right about that, Reg. I remember when Randall Cunningham used to do the scrambling, they used to criticize him for it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yup. Because he another one. Now look at him. He had that athletic shit. Randall Cunningham could run his ass off. He had a strong arm, and he could run.
Yeah.
All those black quarterbacks that finally did, when they got a break, they was always way more athletic than the standard white quarterback.
Right.
They could all run. Most of them all had a hell of an arm, and they was very athletic in the back. They could move around and shit like that. And just like he brought up Warren Moon. I remember that shit when Warren Moon was up in Canada playing and shit. And then he got the break to come back to America. But he was later in his career when he came back. He wasn't no youngster.
Yeah,
he came later in his career.
Very seasoned already.
Yeah. He was nice. Imagine what he could have done earlier. He had his full. And yo, if you look at his numbers right now, his numbers is good. Like his numbers is high up there for what he did.
In both leagues. In both leagues.
Because you combine both of his shits is off the charts. When you combine what he did in the CFL and NFL, but what he did in the LFL is significant. But basically half of a career.
And I'm gonna get ready to jump off, bros. Yeah. And then this is the last thing I want to say. Even with those black quarterbacks, to even hold back to leave that level of criticism to be out there for the black quarterbacks, what they did to them is put a huge reliance to where those quarterbacks had to carry the team. They wouldn't recruit the level of talent that they would any other condition of recruiting. They wouldn't bring the receivers in. They wouldn't bring in the lines. It was just on him, give him the ball, let him run. And that was BS. Because even when the Cowboys tried to start bringing in black quarterbacks, they was doing the same thing with Mike Vick cousin they had. I can't remember his name. And they failed him. Like y'all come off with Troy Aikman having the Michael Irvins and all these other cats. This dude get here and he's supposed to do everything on his own. But that's all I got, folks. I'm gonna be in the chat.
No doubt. All right, bro.
All right, Reggie. Take care, man.
Yes, sir. All right, bros.
Right. But that shit is so true, man. So true, man.
I was gonna let Reggie know I was gonna play some Prince in a few minutes, man.
He heard, but I'm sure he heard you.
Right.
I'm sure he hear you.
Yo, I just got to the house, fellas. I'm about to jump in the shower, man, but I'm gonna be listening. I'll talk with y'all later, man.
All right, Champion Heart.
All right, brother.
You at work or you at home, DJ?
I think DJ at work. I think he said he was at work.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I
thought I heard him say he was at work earlier.
Man, I got sleep, man. They had me sitting still about 10 minutes, man. On the highway,
really?
Man. They doing construction. Yeah, we just started moving.
Oh yeah, that shit is the worst. Doing that damn construction, slowing up traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you work overnight, because that's when they be doing that shit.
Yeah, man.
So you gonna get stuck with that shit. With that rain up here last night. With that rain up here last night.
Oh yeah, I saw some video, man. I meant to ask you about that, man. Yeah.
Certain areas, because it took me a while to get to work and shit.
Man.
Because they had a lot of detours and shit, and there was a lot of cars stopped in the street. Because they was flooded. They had got flooded. Like, their little cars got flooded and shit was stuck there. I was like, I
drove through a lot of that storm a few nights ago, man. And it made its way up there, man. But it did some devastating flooding up there.
Yeah,
Messed up
yeah, that shit was
subways up
bad.
and everything.
Oh
Man, I
hell
saw
yeah,
one
that's it.
video. I
28th
saw
Street,
one.
man. That
Oh,
shit
that
was
was 28th Street.
ridiculous on 28th
Yeah.
Street, man. That shit was gushing out, going onto them damn tracks.
Yeah.
My God.
I saw one video. They was showing a big old rat, man, in a pool of water, man, twirling over and around, swimming, trying to get out of the water.
Yeah, I didn't see that shit, but it don't surprise me. Yeah, but it was bad. Like in certain areas I was going through Queens, like that shit was flooded bad, man. And I had to, I was using that damn Google Maps to get around to try to find a quicker way to the job. You know, it found me some shortcuts, and I was able to find some other ways to get there. But a couple of those areas was really like flooded bad.
Yeah.
Shit, where's that thing?
Yeah, man, it's yeah, man. I got a little earlier start tonight for sure. It almost didn't make a difference when they had me sitting there a minute ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, I'm back moving now. Should get finished at a decent time. We'll see. Yeah, man. I didn't realize the other day when that Valdez stuff happened. Mike Carpenter, Carpenter for however you say his name for ESPN.
Carpenter, yeah.
Carpenter, yeah. He came back with a correction, and I could have swore that he was saying that it wasn't PEDs, but I went back trying to find it that same night on Instagram, and I found somebody else's information about what really happened. And it was the same type of. It did the same thing as a diuretic, but it was a different name. It's supposed to help you cut weight and stuff like that, but apparently this must be more serious.
Yeah.
You know, but I was thinking that they were saying that he wasn't really guilty, but then when he said something about some herbal tea, I was a little suspect about that because that's like saying tainted meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they bugging with that shit anyway.
Yeah.
Them fucking diuretics anyway. You don't need to be taking that shit when you training anyway, man. Shit's fuck you up, man.
Right.
Them diuretics will mess you up, man. Especially they're using them shit in the regular. You know.
Right.
You know, you can do that on emergency shit if you way overweight because you was bullshitting the rest of the year and you got to get into a camp and got to get down. But you really want to try to stay away from stuff like that, man.
Absolutely.
And then you avoid this shit that they going through now. Exactly. What else you got to do? You're professional boxer. Stay your ass in shape.
Yeah.
You got shit else to do. You got shit else to do. That's how you make your living. Stay your ass in the gym. Do what you need to do. Stay close to your weight enough. So you don't gotta be doing all that extreme shit, taking them things. Them shits will fuck you up, man. All them pills and shit like that.
Right.
I tried that shit years ago when I was trying to get
Yeah.
I
can't get into it, man.
You remember, because I was cutting weight and shit, half-ass shit, but not training. But it was before. Sometimes, you know when you have your times when you really seriously into your training hard, and then you got your times when you so and shit, and you trying to cut corners and shit, and you trying to get these extra shit. Remember when they had that shit Xenadrin?
What's that?
Remember that shit Xenadrin? Xenadrin. But the original formula. Yeah, Xenadrin, the original formula. That shit was a great fucking help you cut weight, but it was fucking with your heart. That shit would fuck with your heart, man. That shit had your heart. And that shit had me, one time I was using that shit for a short time, that shit had me feeling like my heart was fucking like double beating and all that shit. I was like, I won't be using this shit no more.
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing more actually that's when I really got introduced to working with this physical trainer with the weight training and resistance and weight training to develop more lean muscle mass to help you cut the weight better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once you get the lean muscle mass, fat muscle burns fat better.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to make lean muscle. Don't get that bulky shit. Don't get that overly bulky, because obviously that could slow you down some. But you get the nice lean muscle mass, you burning weight and even in your sleep. You know,
Right.
and then you'll definitely notice a difference. But yeah, man, that shit is crazy, man. Have that team keep getting caught with some type of shit like just train hard, man. You're a young dude. Your body should be able to burn that shit. The type of money they got in the training, they should be able to do. You should be able to do that without taking that shit, man. That I don't understand. You know.
I don't understand these cats. Period.
They still letting them fight though.
Yeah.
You know, that should have been an automatic termination, but you know, like I said, they're gonna help their own. You know, they're gonna do what they got to do to help their own.
I forgot who he was gonna fight.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know he was fighting until I heard about that shit.
I just
didn't
heard.
know.
I just heard the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah, when he got busted, that's when I really found out he was fighting.
Right.
I didn't know.
I don't know.
He was fighting.
I don't know for sure if they're gonna let him fight like that.
Mm-hmm. Because it seemed like that's what they're trying to do right now.
Yeah, according to everyone else saying.
Yeah, that's what it seems like they're trying to. That's what they're trying to do. Because they ain't canceled that shit yet. That shit should have been automatic canceled, B. That mean that they. It's like when Ortiz got caught. When Ortiz got busted with the shit, what happened? They canceled that fight with him and Deontay Wilder that time.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Well, he got put out of the fight, and they canceled. They got to reschedule. So the fact that shit ain't canceled yet, is telling you they trying to put that shit on. When they talking all this shit about, oh, we want to make sure it's right, and I did the second test today, and it came up with some shit in it. The B test. So that mean that they still trying to put it on. If they didn't come right out, if they didn't put out right now after that B test fell, the fight is postponed or canceled. You know they still that mean that they still trying to get that shit on some way, shape, and how.
Now, which fight is that again? They're trying to get on.
Valdez. With Valdez, even though he got caught with that, whatever he had in his system, it was something that wasn't supposed to be there, and they still trying to. That shit's supposed to be, especially after the second test. They claiming the B test came back corrupt too.
Right.
You know, so if that shit came back corrupted too, what else is there to say? Shit, that shit's supposed to be over. You find another opponent to take his spot, but he got the title, so who you gonna put in there? You know, who you gonna put in there? And then he signed Bob Arum and them, so you know they all got their agenda, man.
Yep.
You know, he served Bob Arum purpose. You know, Bob Arum loved them Latino fighters, man. Them ethnic motherfuckers. He loved that shit. So that served his purpose. So he ain't trying to let that. He not trying to let that fight not happen. Although that shit should be over. And you know him and Mauricio Suleiman, all the motherfuckers is in cahoots, man. All of them. All in cahoots, working together. It's been like that for years, cause shit, he don't work with his father. He don't work with his father, and now he working with him.
Yep.
You know.
And told Reggie he was racist. You are the racist.
Yeah, they going cause you know he ain't. You know, that's a big thing for Reggie to come out with that shit like that. Cause like I said, that shit is unheard of in the sense that You would have never been able to do that to his father, because his father would have never been on no show like the barbershop, because that shit didn't exist during the time. Well, during the time like how it is now, during the time of Jose Suleiman, nothing like that exists. So for you to get an opportunity like that would have been hard pressed, unless you was just a fan and saw him at the fight and went up and just ran up and said some shit to him. But you would have never had the setting on a show like the barbershop to ask him questions and stuff like that. You know, he got to deal with he has to deal with a different dynamic than his pop had to deal with in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gonna definitely try to defend this shit. Look, his father built his whole life was built off of that shit, yo.
Yep.
That shit is his family legacy. Everything he got, it came off of that WBC shit from his father.
That's it.
That they got. He went to school off of that shit. You know, he went to school off of the house he was raised in. All the shit he got came off of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
From that sanctioning body. Ripping motherfuckers off all these years. And they're gonna always try to definitely help their own fighters as much as they can. Latino fighters in general and their homeland fighters specifically. You know? And unless you became a big super major star like, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard or Muhammad Ali or somebody like that who had their belt and brought prestige to it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
If you was a superstar boxer and you black and you brought prestige to it, like somebody like Ray Leonard or Ali, then they'll favor you. You know?
Yeah.
But less than that, they ain't gonna favor. They may not necessarily favor you, but unless you was a superstar like Latino fighter,
mm-hmm.
they won't favor you and shit like that and protect you and do what they do. It's homegrown, man. It's homegrown.
Yeah.
They like I said, they're gonna protect. They're gonna protect their own.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they've been doing that shit for years. The motherfuckers is like the mafia, man. You know, in boxing.
Right.
They like the mafia. That's why you always see me say that shit. Boxing, the red light district of sports, man. It's a lot of corrupt shit that's always been going on in the sport. And those sanctioning bodies are a big part of it. It really don't take much to do that shit, man. To formulate. Like I said, we talked about the IBF. My man Bob Lee in New Jersey, they started the IBF. The IBF used to be that's the same people that had the USBA, the United States Boxing Association belt. And they created that shit after Larry Holmes. Because Larry Holmes is the reason why the IBF got prominence is because of Larry Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Because you remember Larry Holmes, the majority of Larry Holmes ran as heavyweight champion. He was the WBC champion. He got into a beef with the WBC. Because after he got to a certain point in his career, he was the recognized heavyweight champion, although he never had all the belts at the same time. Because he was majority WBC champion, and at the very end of his career, his last couple of fights, he's IBF. Because when they made the IBF, they just made him the champion. Because he was the basically recognized heavyweight champion because he had beaten all his other contemporaries who laid claim to the title, like Mike Weaver and all them motherfuckers. He had beat them already. And then after he beat Ali, he basically, he had universal recognition as the best heavyweight, i.e. the heavyweight champion of the world. He was recognized as that shit, although technically he was never the undisputed heavyweight champion. By having all the belts, he was never the unified champion. He just was recognized as that. And when they made that belt, they gave that shit right to him. Instant legitimacy. And that's how the IBF became a prominent belt.
One time they bought a sting operation. Yeah, they used it to.
We talking about WBC?
No, I can't remember.
Oh,
It was Hussein, but
who?
That was a Middle Eastern war. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm
sleeping,
talking
you sleeping,
outside my
you
neck.
tired as a motherfucker.
Man, I'm sitting there. I don't. That's when
like
I stopped
me.
on the highway, it got to me, man. Then when I got to my stop, man, I backed this joint up, man, put it far up and said, man, I'm talking outside my neck now.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't
talking
even
about
know.
the WBC. Your ass talking about
And you know what?
Afghanistan.
I was hearing everything you were saying, but when it was time for me to reply, man,
that fucking dream was coming out. A dream was coming out. What you were thinking about?
Yeah, that's what I do, man. I say what's in my dream, man.
Shit, you ain't the
whatever
only
went to
one.
my head.
Shit, everybody do that when you start getting tired. Whatever your mind thinking of, dreaming about, or thinking, and you try to talk back, your mind going to take you right to that shit. Yeah, I don't know. You were thinking about some shit, dreaming of. It's like I remember my ex girlfriend and shit. I was on a job, I would do overnight, and she was on the phone with me one night, and I guess she was starting to doze, and she was like, and she said some shit like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, babe, we talking about whatever. Yeah, I'm such and such, such and such. And she was like, yeah, the broad is in the building. I was like, what? Who? Yeah, the one in the red dress. I was like, your ass tired as a motherfucker. Take your ass to sleep. So that became our little personal joke. Like every time when we on the phone and she started to get tired, and that became our little personal joke. She's like, yeah, baby, the broad is in the building. That mean her ass sleepy.
The broad is in the building. See, when I in the evenings, I be in my recliner instead of the bed. Somebody might call me, and I just got this thing, man. Most time, if I know it's not a solicitation call, I answer it, sleepy or not. Man, they call me, man. I just be talking outside my neck. When I answer, hey, sleeping, son, take your butt to sleep.
Whatever be going through your mind, that should be coming out. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
and
exactly
yeah,
right.
So that you like, yeah, so we're gonna need you to make this particular delivery.
Yeah, I don't done that several times.
Or they be saying something about your deliveries to you, and you be talking some other shit. Man, ain't nobody riding that damn horse. What?
Hey, Curtis Anderson is in the chat, man. Oh, Kurt Sugar.
Okay.
What's up, brother? The historian himself, man.
You reading the chat.
He said Marvin Campbell was the very first IBF champion.
Yeah, he was the cruiserweight. Marvin Campbell. Yeah, Marvin Campbell was the first IBF champion, but I'm saying Larry Holmes is the one who legitimized that shit. Marvin Campbell was the first one because he was the cruiserweight. But ain't nobody know no goddamn Marvin Campbell. Only boxing people, regular like us, knew Marvin Campbell. But Larry Holmes was, the recognized champion. So he legitimized that belt. Like he's the reason why think of that belt as prominent now is because of him.
Right.
But yeah, he's right. That's why I specifically didn't mention him. But yeah, he is right. Yeah, he was the first one, but I didn't mention him because he didn't legitimize. He didn't make that shit like a well-known belt. It was Larry Holmes.
Right. That IBO belt been around longer than I thought it had been around, man.
Yeah, it's been around for a little minute.
It's been around for a while. Yeah.
It's just like that. But what makes any of those belts, just like the WBO, which makes any of them legitimate, is a particular champion.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
A particular champion. You got to be considered to be a legitimate champion. you know, and you'll make that belt. You can make that belt looked at as legitimate. It's like the WBO for the longest of time. WBO was a minimal championship until somebody like I would say probably somebody who really made that shit like probably like somebody like Manny Pacquiao. So he'll get rid of the other belts and keep that shit.
To that belt. Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of the other belts. And yeah, get rid of that belt and keep it. You get rid of them other belts and keep this one. And if you're a well-known fighter, it'll ultimately quickly legitimize.
It'll ignite it. Get it started. Get it was in the forefront of everyone's mind.
Yeah.
It'll bring money, and then they'll start recognizing on a legitimate level of excellence.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You know.
That's all it is. That's how they legitimize that shit. Like you get a well-known fighter to have your belt, and that's going to make it more prominent. You know.
Right.
But there's plenty of, you know, that's why you have these. That's why you have these sanctioning bodies come up.
Right.
Like you take a belt. Like when you take a belt now, this belt been around for a while too. And Ricky Hatton and them had that shit for a while, but it hasn't really been able to become prominent. But it's been around for some years now. Like that WBF, that World Boxing Federation shit. Like Ricky Hatton and them had that belt. Yeah, Ricky Hatton and them used to have that shit. But it didn't really get legitimized because none of the major fighters or the American stars or any of those Latino stars didn't get that belt and really push it to the forefront as a legitimate belt. But there's many of them sanctioning bodies. Don't take if you can create a shit. We can create a sanctioning body. You know, you got the money. You shit.
Man, I gotta wake up. I went and bust my abs out today.
Oh, okay.
Abs and legs. Oh, that's why I'm tired. Cause I know I got more sleep today than I've been getting the last couple of days, man.
Yeah, you lifting them damn weight. That shit, that weight turn, that shit damn sure do it to you, boy.
Yeah, cause I only been in the gym one time this week, man. Man, they got a whole bunch of stuff waiting on me over here, man. Kiss my leg. To take back. I hate stuff I gotta take back.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they have these core parts. They might have a little weight on them. I'm gonna go ahead and scope this out. Normally I just bring my stuff with me and then scope it out, but I'm gonna go ahead and scope it out, see what I got.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't bad. Look like the other crew got more than me. They got some on top now. There's some bull crap. Sometimes, man, I bring stuff, I deliver stuff. A few days later, I have to bring it back, and I be knowing, I can tell when something's coming back. If it's like a body part or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Some large item usually always come back, man. I said, shit, I'm about to fool with this again in a few more days, man. It be pissing me off too, bro.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I don't like all that because I don't pay them enough for all that. Okay, this ain't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it's bad enough when I don't want to fool with. I think we're gonna start having some cooler days and nights now, man.
Yeah, it was cool. It was this morning, man. It was fucking cool, man. When we was on the phone this morning, and me, you, and what's your brother name that was on the phone with us?
Let me remember. Was it Champion Heart or?
No. Well, Champion Heart was on for a little while, but the other guy was telling us the stories and shit.
Oh, you talking about Eclipse?
Eclipse, yeah, he was on there with us.
Yeah, talking about Crips and all that.
Yeah. When we left, when I was leaving work, when I was on the phone with y'all, and I got the car and was driving home, and I was like, I had my work jacket on, and I took that shit off. I went out, and I was outside. I was like, oh hell no, I'm putting this shit back on.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's because of all that rain.
Yeah, I think that's what it. It helped us in the September and a little fallish weather. We might still get some hot days in a little bit, but that's gonna right now, that's gonna be the thing. I think for a few days we're gonna have some cooler weather.
Yeah, that shit was kind of cool. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, somebody was telling me it was like 60 something where they were at a few nights ago.
Shit, it was last night. That's what it was. That shit was cold. It was in the 60s. Yeah, because when I checked the forecast, because I realized how cold it was, I went right to the forecast and I looked. That shit was like 63.
I'll tell you who we ain't heard from in a minute. That Picasso.
Oh yeah, I saw Picasso a couple of days, maybe a couple of days ago on Fred's show. I saw him on the camera. Oh shit. Yeah, I saw him on. He was around. I saw him on the barbershop in the chat.
God, dog. See, I hate fooling with this crap, man. I heard what you said, man. I just hurt my leg, man.
Damn.
Just scratched it. I got enough weird scratches, and my legs are already ugly enough, man.
You got shorts on?
No, pants. That's why I wear pants year round because of crap like this. I'd rather have some shorts on, but God dog, man. Picking this piece up, man. That thing need to be in a box or something, man. I gotta get some. Yeah, I got her. It's gonna be bleeding. Yeah, it's already starting. Let me go get a Band-Aid, man.
Oh, it cut
I don't want that blood get in my.
So it cut you.
Yeah, I don't want to get in my. Yeah. God, I don't want to get all in my pants and stuff. Yeah, it cut me, man. It's just small. It's a body part, man, for an automobile. I don't know what kind, but some old thin metal. And God, oh man, these pants won't stay up. I gotta let me roll them up the right way.
Damn.
I was still, if my legs weren't so skinny. All right, got it now. I was trying to wait till. I'm still gonna try to wait. I'm gonna get this thing out here. I don't got started now. Get this pedal out of here. Once I get down, I'll go around in front of the truck and get my first aid kit.
Shit.
I be praying not to have injuries at night. You know, little scratches and scrapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, I got so many scars on my legs, man. It don't make no sense, man.
Damn. But you got them since you started doing that kind of work. When you started your business.
Well, actually, I had a few, you know, from growing up, but it got worse when I started this though. Yeah, this business really enhanced it, man. Both legs. But yeah, so I was an active kid, man, when I was a little bit kid. I used to shoot. You know how it is, throwing rocks, throwing bottles and rocks and bricks and acorn and everything at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Funny, I was thinking about that. This one, what do you say?
You know, with this stupid ass, with this ignorant ass crate challenge, right? One of my homies on Instagram.
Oh man, that's the craziest thing, bro.
Right, but check it though. One of my homies, he put up this meme. It's a meme, and it showed one of the parks, like the parks we used to play up here in New York, back when I was a kid, like in the 70s, 80s. And it was like this. I don't know what the hell. That shit was made out of metal. It was like and we used to walk over that shit. And so it had in the meme it said, "Shit, talking about a crate challenge. Shit, we used to walk over this shit." And I'm thinking, and that shit made me think back to how the parks used to be. Because right now they changed them shit. Like the parks that the kids playing now, they got all that protection on the floor.
Yeah,
that black rubber shit.
Yeah, we ain't have that stuff, man.
We ain't have none of that shit. Boy, we hit the deck. We hit straight concrete. We had the fucking these concrete ass little turtles and dolphins.
Yeah.
And shit.
Everybody
Yeah,
had it in the hood.
yeah.
The
We had them
turtles and
concrete
little animal
dolphins.
shapes, man. Everybody
Yeah,
climbed on them and played
them
on them.
hard.
Little dome
Yeah, them
shape,
goddamn.
like a metal like spider web thing. It was
Yeah,
dome like.
yeah. That
Yeah,
shit. That shit right there.
yeah,
That metal dome
yeah,
shit. I said
yeah,
we used to
man.
walk over. We used to walk over
Man,
that shit.
and look here, just as happy as we wanted to be.
Yup. Yeah, that shit. That's what that name shit was. And that shit made me think about that. I was like, damn, boy, we used to be playing on this hard ass concrete.
You know, we won't even let our own kids
No
do stuff
protection.
like that now.
Yup. Hell no. I said no protection. You know, this shit's big ass
Better not
cushion
go
and
in the house
shit.
crying either.
And had better
If I
not
get in the
either.
house crying, you won't get to go out by yourself for a while.
Word. But I was like,
Better
God damn, look at
suck that
that
up,
shit.
get out there and play.
Word. Get your ass back outside.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Get your ass back outside. I was like, damn. I said, look at this shit, boy. That's the times done changed.
Yeah, we
Get
walk
all
on
that.
top of that stuff, man.
Yeah. I remember that shit. We used to walk over that shit and see who could make it and who wouldn't fall and shit. That
Man, they
hard
don't
ass shit.
understand, do they, man?
That cheese. They had that fucking cheese shaped shit. The cheese. We used to call that shit the cheese.
Yeah, the cheese. Yeah, the cheese, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Remember the little tunnels we had?
Yeah, the little
The little
tunnel. That was
barrel-shaped tunnel?
yeah, the little
Man, I
barrel
bust my
shaped shit.
head. I still got a mark in my head. I bust my head, open it up about 3 times, same spot every time. Going through
Yep,
them.
that goddamn tunnel.
And see, when you had them kind of things to play with in your neighborhood, you knew you were in the hood, man.
Word, that was the straight fucking hood, yo. The fucking that little barrel.
Yeah.
That was as you was. I must have said that shit to your break, and I was just after I said that cheese. That was the next shit that was come rolling off my tongue.
Yeah.
That fucking
Yeah.
barrel and shit.
Man, look here. If I went somewhere and they didn't have those, I was like, what kind of projects are these? You know what I'm saying?
Word. What kind of shit is this?
I just think they were less than the projects I grew up in if they didn't have those.
Yup. Oh, that fucking turtle, that fucking cheese, that fucking
sure did.
that fucking barrel.
Man,
those shit was standard
they were
across the
so
country.
everywhere, man. You would see them on television show like Sesame Street and different things like that. If they showed some hood stuff. Man, that's how standard they were.
Yo, word. I was like, yo, that shit crazy as hell.
Yeah, bro.
Those fucking days, man. But that fucking meme though, that shit had me dousing like, damn. We used to be playing on this
brought
shit.
back some memories, man.
Word. When I saw that shit earlier, I was like, damn. I said, shit. If you took a kid playing on that shit today, they'll lock your ass up for child abuse.
Exactly. They'd be out there protesting about how harmful the toys are and all that, man.
Word. This shit. And I remember years ago, I met this white chick from Israel on the train. I was coming from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my cousin Frank was me and Frank. We was coming from the gym, and she coming from up in the city, and ran into this chick. She ended up being from Israel. It turns out, and she brought that shit up. She brought up the park that we play in.
Yeah.
She was like, "What could you guys have played in the park with all of that hard?" I was like, "Yo, that's what the fuck we played in."
Shoot, we call them playground toys.
Yeah. She brought that shit up. Like, how in the hell could y'all play in there? I'm like, yo, that's what we did.
Look here. Parallel bars were metal. Remember them parallel bars like railings or something?
Yeah.
They were metal. And monkey bars are always metal. Most of the time they were a schoolyard. Yeah.
The monkey bars.
Man, they built the stuff to last because it was always outside.
Word.
Concrete and metal.
Everything.
Concrete and metal, that's what we had.
Concrete and fucking metal, man. Cement, concrete and metal.
Cement. That's what I meant. Yeah, cement.
Yeah, and that shit was meant to last. You ain't lie, boy, because that shit had to withstand the fucking the real winters that we used to get. Not these fake ass winters we get now. I'm talking about them real shits we used to get. Them true and living real seasons. Not these harp seasons that they creating now, but the real shit.
Yeah. Man, they just don't know what how times were different, man. Shoot. Man, I'm gonna tell you something though, man. Even though I grew up in the hood, man, I was happy as a kid, man.
Yeah, that's what we knew, yo. That was our life.
Even when I would get my butt spanked, I was happy as a kid because that's what we knew.
Yeah.
We know all that old extra other stuff, man. Shoot, man, it was a select few. Like I had some cousins, man. You know, they grew up with their mom and dad. Their dad always made decent money. Well, my cousin, they had, you know, motorcycles when they were teenagers. That was big. That was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you know the growth was you go from mini bike, or you go from big wheel to bicycle to wait a minute. Yeah, okay, I got that thing secured where I won't be getting scratched by it no more. You go from
Lockhart police officers responding to this rural stretch of road on a sunny afternoon.
Big wheel bicycle.
Oh yeah, the big wheel. Yeah, the fucking big wheel. I had the big wheel.
Now, when you stepped it up, you had if you had a green machine.
Oh, the green machine. Remember, you know, my brother and them and my cousins had. Remember this shit, the cheetah. Remember the cheetah?
I kind of do. I can't place it. I remember the name of it. You ain't talking about. Well, if it's the same thing, we called it the chopper. Like a big wheel, but it was a little bit more aggressive looking. It wasn't plastic.
Hold up, damn, the cheetah. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Was that the same as the green machine, but in a different color?
I think the green machine. Hold on. The chopper, the cheetah.
Had them two little handles on it. You can make it turn and all that and slide. That green machine was off the hook. I'm falling behind, man. Man, he would. Hey, I'd be having a ball on this show, man.
Yeah, no doubt. We have good times on here.
Messing with the guys, they messing with me. I love them time, man. Talking about Prince. Prince was the man, boy. I'm telling you. They can say what they want to. They just don't know. Okay. Let me lock this in. Lock this in. I'll go on to the next one, bro. All right. Shoot, you know, it was always an artist. Well, you know, not just one artist. It was always some artists in the hood. Somebody, you know, it was always a few people that used to draw in the projects, you know, with markers or spray paint. You know, they start off calling it graffiti because it's staining up all the property. But shoot, to us, it meant something, man. It's artistry, man. I equated that stuff with the same as I did like when the Indians and natives would do artwork on the walls or wherever they live.
Whatever. The graffiti.
I equated it to that.
Artist.
Yeah,
that shit was big. That shit was ridiculously big here in New York during like the 70s. Late 60s, 70s. Oh my God! All the train stations, the trains.
Put on the train. Yeah, what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Man, when I realized how the paint was getting on them trains, man.
Yeah.
I still to this day pay attention when I see one go by.
Yeah, they was doing that shit on the trains. You know.
I think I knew they used to do it up north, but I didn't know exact. I mean, well, I know Chicago and New York. You see trains like that on the television.
Yeah.
But the street, the movie that really put some clarity on it for me was Beat Street.
Yeah, Beat Street. Yeah, that shit was big in New York.
Yeah.
I remember I had a homie. I grew up. He was my homeboy older brother. His name was Ebony. And he was famous. He had the famous tags of these big giant ass ebonies, man. You would see them shits everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
that
was his tag.
Them folks were good with them spray cans, man. I'm telling you, man.
Side of the fucking building and shit. I was like, how the fuck you do that shit, yo?
Right,
It be so dope. Like that shit be big as fuck. And he wasn't even the biggest dude. He was like a little dude, but how he did some of that shit, I don't know. And they would put them shits in the illest places, like some awkward ass shit. I'm like, yo, you ain't had no fear doing that shit on the side of that building?
Right. You think they would be worried about going to jail, man, juvenile or whatever, but
fuck going to jail. I'd have been fuck going to jail. I was scared I was gonna fall off the goddamn building doing that shit.
Right.
Like some of them shits was in the awkwardest places. Like
he was doing big murals then.
Yeah, like he would do them shits in the awkwardest places, like on the side of, like you see one building here and the next building is a little taller. So he had to climb on this building, and I guess they was hanging down on a rope.
Yeah,
and all that kind of shit. I'm like, how you do that shit? Hanging down on the rope? I'm like, y'all motherfuckers crazy as fuck.
Be really into what they doing, man. That's dedication and passion, man.
So you're not scared to do that shit?
Right.
Like this job I was working at over in Brooklyn, it was right under the train, where the train went over on the top. It was this little section under this shit. And I looked out the job one day and I seen dope ass tags on that shit. And I was like, how the fuck did they get up there?
Right. And you know what's crazy, man? The works and risks that people like your homie took, men and women back then, girls and boys, they were considered, you know, when the stuff that they did back then paved the way for these legitimate artists to get commissioned for these big murals on these walls now, you know?
Yep.
You know, back in the day, before these artists of today and of yesterday were getting paid to do what they do, the ones that got paid for were just doing some more commercial stuff, you know, like paint companies, the advertise paint companies and different things like that, or maybe cigarettes or something, you know. But you know, there was a time, like billboards. There was a time when they had artists doing billboards. Now, you know, then they switched over to paper, you know, like wallpaper, putting that stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there was a time when some artists it'd be a mixture of wallpaper, like art, which we call it rapping or rap now, you know, and they have an artist with a paintbrush and everything, like the dude on Sesame Street. That dude, they used to do the painting and all that. It was common to see a dude painting for a living, signs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? With a bucket, long coat, hat, doing his thing as an artist. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really look at him as an artist. Yeah, we didn't look at him as an artist. We just looked at him as doing his job back then. But some of them, or just called him a painter. You know what I'm saying? But them some of them were artists, man.
Oh hell yeah! I watched that good documentary on Netflix the other day about that painter we grew up watching. Remember that white guy? What was his name? Bob. Nah, he used to be. He had his own shit that used to come on PBS. What was his name? Bob.
He used to
hold on.
Paint all the on the canvas.
He painted outside the canvas. And he had the afro. The white guy with the afro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
still famous. He dead. He died.
He died. But they got a good. His son. Well, they got a good documentary on about that shit. That shit was good, man. It's amazing this shit. Now we grew up watching. I remember growing up watching him like regular as a kid. But there was so much shit going on behind the scenes, man.
Me
like,
too. See, I was in the art real tough back then.
These people that control his shit. So you know he died from cancer. His wife died from cancer. He died from cancer. But his son, I remember he had his son on there a couple of times. His son must have put together this documentary, but it was a couple of people who didn't want. It's these people. It's this. What was they called? The Chelsea, the Wachowskis or whatever that helped get him in that position. Like They was like his managers and shit like that. Like they took his they took his uh they tried to get his name
With
and all that
royalties.
shit. Like yeah, like
His likeness, name and likeness. It's
yeah,
what we
all
call
that
that.
type
We
of
call
shit.
that intellectual properties.
Yeah, shit like that. They was trying to take his name, but he fought that shit before he died. But um,
Yeah.
they was trying to get him to sign over when he was sick with the cancer. They was trying to get him to sign
So they
over
were
his
trying
name.
to own his name and likeness then. So anything
They still got
anytime
his
somebody
likeness.
uses his name and likeness, they get
They
paid for it, not him.
they they still got his likeness. Like the shit that like the stuff that
Oh,
they
they
put
do?
out. Like yeah, they got it. Like 'cause what he did was he tried when he was sick and he knew he was dying from the cancer. What he did was some fly shit. When he was in the hospital, he ended up marrying the nurse.
Mm-hmm.
So that because his other wife had died, his first wife had died, his son mother died. So he did some slick shit, and he married the nurse, and he put his brother, I think was his half brother. He put his brother and made his brother and his son the beneficiary.
Beneficiary. Okay.
Yeah, made them the beneficiary, but he had the way he had it set up was like his son couldn't get the money until he was a certain age. He didn't trust his son to be
It was a
responsible
trust.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was put
he
in a
didn't trust his
trust.
son to be responsible because he was a certain age. But but somehow them people I was telling you about, they somehow convinced his brother, his stepbrother, to sign over some of them rights. Some of them they convinced him, they
Oh
somehow
man.
convinced him to sign over some of that shit. So, but the son got some. He had because the father set up that will and trust a certain way. It was a good documentary. If you get a chance to see it, it's on
Yeah,
Netflix, I think.
you said it's on Netflix. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. But I was
I
like,
watched
damn,
some
who
of that
the?
about. I watched some of that about Osaka, but a lot of that I was already familiar with that I've seen so far. I think it's in episodes.
I was like, damn, you never knew. Like we grew up watching this, and you never knew the
What he
type of
was
shit
going through.
that be going on in these people's lives behind the
Right.
scenes. You know?
So you and I got a lot of that in common, man. We don't mind sitting and watching stuff like that. See, other people think we corny or something, man, because we watch that kind of stuff. But it's curiosity and stuff that we had an interest in. Because I mean, when I was a kid, I used to draw a lot. So I was in when those artists. It was him and another cat, but he was the most popular one. And
Here
it
you go,
was
right here. This is
latest.
right
We
here.
used to most of
This
the
is it
time.
right here. This is it right here. It's Bob Ross.
What's it called?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Okay.
Happy accidents, betrayal and greed. Yeah. Bob Ross. Happy accidents,
Yeah,
betrayal and greed.
I'll
That's it
peep it
right
out.
there.
I'll
Yeah,
check it
I should
out.
love that art shit because shit. The reason why I love the art shit because shit, I was an art major in high school.
Right. I had art for 2 years, but I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah, I was an art major.
I was really into it, man. And then when I found out I wasn't the best painter though. I found that out, you know. But what I found out also is in order for me to really succeed at it and go to school for it, I was going. I think I was going to need 5 years of post education, and that's what made me give up architectural drawing because I didn't want to go to school for 5. It's still 5 years of schooling today, architectural drawing, to become an architect. I was like, man, I ain't going to school. I was a young kid.
Extra
5
5
years
years.
was a lot of time to me. But guess what? If I had to do it all over again, knowing what I know now, I would do
You
it
would have did
because
it. Yeah, you would have done it. Yeah, that's a big run, big
5
money.
years is nothing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Aeronautics school, man, for 18 months because 18 months seemed like a long time to be away from home. I would have had to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I didn't want to be that far away from home for 18 months as a kid, you know. I didn't know anything about it. That's just what was on my mind. So I was like, nah, I ain't doing it. So
that shit.
and I
What
didn't
is this
find
movie? They got this other movie up here called Untold. It's Christy Martin. It's the Untold dealing with the devil. Okay, I have to watch that shit. I didn't know they
I
had
think
that.
I've seen it.
It's Christy
Well, maybe I
Martin,
had seen it.
the boxer. It's
Oh, the
called
box. Oh, yeah,
Untold.
that just came out not long ago. Yeah. Yeah, I got to see
Okay,
that.
I didn't
I
even
got to
know
see
that
that.
was up there. Oh, I'm gonna watch that shit.
Yeah. Well, I saw
but
some
that Bob Ross
advertising, but
shit
I
was
don't know when
good.
it came out. But I saw some advertising
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna
it
watch that.
not
I'm gonna
long
put
ago.
let me put that in my queue. Yeah, that Bob Ross shit was funny too, cause you remember he had that afro, and I used to be, how this white man got
Yeah,
the afro? It was like that
yeah.
shit was fake.
It was fake. Oh
It was
man,
fake.
I thought he
And
was the
towards the
coolest
end,
white dude with that, man.
that wasn't his. Well, yeah, his hair was really straight. Cause I was like, he got a black person afro, but I was like, how the fuck he do that? And they showed pictures of
He
his
was
like
trying to be
earlier
fit in
earlier
and
in
be
his
cool.
career. He was doing that shit on some cool
Hmm.
shit, yeah. But that wasn't like his hair
Yeah.
wasn't naturally like that. He did his
Wow.
hair like that, and they showed when you watch that shit, you're gonna see like how his hair. He had the typical that straight hair, but they was doing his hair to make it like that.
Oh man,
But he was trying to give himself like we was talking
who
about with
would have
that
thought?
Prince. He was trying to give himself. He was exactly. But I used to always wonder how the fuck that white man got this black afro. They was doing that shit, but he was trying to figure out a way to give himself a unique look that was cool and different
Right,
than his contemporaries and shit.
man. I thought that was his
I
all
was like,
natural, man.
nah, it wasn't. I did too. I always thought it
Wow.
was
Oh
too.
man, I gotta see that part, man.
They was like,
I
nah.
gotta
He's
see
like,
that
nah, that
part.
was. But he had a lot of, he had a lot of hair, but he had the typical white hair. Okay, what is
Just
this?
didn't have curly hair. Yeah.
Nah, not that afro, because he had a real looking fucking afro, like a real black
Yeah,
looking
yeah. He had
afro.
that had a white guy's afro. Yeah.
Yeah, that white guy. Yep. But nope, that was not his natural shit. He did that. They created that shit. Oh, this is about Christy Martin. Say Christy Martin broke boundaries and noses as she rose in the boxing world. But her public persona belied her personal demons, abuse, and a threat on her life.
Yeah.
The director
That was
Laura
was it
Bronson,
a husband or
her
something?
first husband, I think probably her husband. I
Yeah.
think he was the one that was doing some shit to her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, every time I think about Christian Martin, I think about the era that she came up in boxing. And I think about how popular after she rose to popularity, how popular female boxing was. It was
yeah.
more
I feel
popular
like
then than it is now. And that's
no,
what just
why?
amazes me, man.
But why? But why?
Well, they carded her with Mike Tyson a few
That's
times.
right. That's why. That's why. Because she was being put on. She was being put on those, exposed on those big ass pay per views
Right,
with somebody like
right.
that. They could do that today, like we be talking about all the time on the
Exactly.
shows. All they got to do is
Yeah,
put
that's why I don't understand why they don't just take a page. Exactly. It
Clarissa
don't. It
Shields
baffles
on
me, man.
the PBC should have hired signed Clarissa Shields. They could put her right under them shows with Deontay Wilder and shit like that. She would be a super duper mega star.
So Amanda Serrano just made the highest gross purse for a female in a fight here in the States.
Yeah. I just seen Ellie Setback had up this paper and it had the pays on the from the fight.
Mm-hmm.
It had the numbers on it from the pays.
Yeah.
Ellie Setback had it.
I think I seen your copy of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, you
That's where I
sent
got
that
the
shit. I saw
information
that
from.
shit. Yeah, I seen that shit. She got 40
man.
grand plus he gave her another like 500 grand or some shit like that or some shit. I was like, woo.
Yeah, man.
No doubt.
She grossed $542,000,
42.
man.
So yeah, he paid everybody on that shit. He gave them a cut.
Let me tell you something.
He gave them a cut.
I know them Paul boys are doing whatever they're doing, but I gotta take my hat off to him for what he did with them fight.
Mm-hmm.
He gave everybody some money. The only person that accepted the money was Frank. What's his name? Du Bois, because he didn't want to take anything from Tyson Fury's Tommy Fury. Because Tommy Fury got over 700,000.
Man,
that boy took care of all of them, man. I commend him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man, them boys, they're gonna be the next biggest promoters in boxing, man.
I told you the big one. I told you Logan.
Yeah,
I told you
Luke Logan.
The way I was listening to him talk on that, the way I was listening to him talk,
and he showed his
interview,
card, his VIP card said promote on it. Cause
I said he looking like. I said, yo, they're gonna try to. I would not be surprised at all.
They already
don't
figure out how to make things exciting.
Yeah.
And they got a whole different audience and everything. Man, I'm telling you, man. You know what, man? I want them to go on promotion fight. Cause look, they getting folks paid. They're making it exciting. All that, man. They thinking outside the box, and guess what? They ain't being greedy and trying to take everything from the fighter. Come on with it, man. And they're gonna look out for the women too, man. No brainer. No brainer.
Yup. But definitely, man, they could have done the same thing. Like, all you got to do is take one of them, like somebody like Clarissa Shields, put her under one of them cars, like a Deontay Wilder or somebody big name, and boom, she can blow up and become a mega star, superstar, just like that. Just like Christy Martin. The reason why she got known, because Dawn King used to put her on those shows. She had that little exciting style, and blood and guts.
Kurt Anderson said Cornbread was the first graffiti artist. And that was the first one I knew of. Without coughing, I didn't even realize. Then
Christy Martin.
Kurt Anderson, man. Hope you feeling better, brother. Daughter. Coal miner's daughter. That's right.
The coal miner's daughter. And shit. But the fight that she should have had, the big fight that she should have had, because that fight with her and Layla Ali, that shit should have never happened.
Yeah.
She was too little for her.
She got the brakes beat off her.
She was too little. They had that fight.
Yes, she was.
But the super fight she should have had was the fight with her and Lucia Riker.
I forgot all about Riker. Yeah.
Hell yeah, Lucia Riker was that joint. She was sweet as shit. I met her at Gleason's gym training. She was fine as shit too. I met her at Gleason's gym. She was bouncing with a guy too. She was nice, man. But that's who she didn't fight. But she was like fucking with Bar Brown, and she was with Don King. And that fight, it was talks, but it never materialized, and it should have. That could have been a really big super fight for them.
Yeah, the sentiments of Don King is he robbed fighters, but he put the best fights on, man. All the fighters say the same thing, and we as fans that remember say the same thing.
Yeah, well, it go both ways, man. Like Don King robbed a lot of motherfuckers, but he also made a lot of motherfuckers some money too, who wouldn't have made money otherwise. He
made some. They made some money. Yeah, it did.
He made motherfuckers money. Made motherfuckers money who wouldn't have made money otherwise too. So he robbed motherfuckers. He took whatever he took, but also he also made some of them a lot of money too. It's your job to protect your finances. You understand what I'm saying? You're always looking for somebody to be fair and good to you. Like say, ain't nothing fair. You see pigs at a fair. Nobody ain't gonna try to be fair. It's not his job to do. It's job to make money.
I just looked at that picture. Yeah, we were talking about the same thing. We used to call them choppers.
That's the cheetah. Yeah, that was the cheetah from 1970. 1970 cheetah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
The big wheel or the cheetah.
Hey man, do you remember back in the day? I'm going back now. Late 60s, early 70s. Guys just put steering wheels on bicycles. Right? Take the handlebars off, put the steering wheels on. Then they would have like a squirrel's tail hanging off the back or something.
Back of the tail, in the back.
Yeah.
Remember on the wicker man when the squirrel tail hanging off the back of that shit.
And remember the bar that for the back seat. I mean for the seat itself. You had the
pole,
little stud to come up on the front side of the seat, and then on the back you had the brace that hold the seat in place in the position.
Oh yeah.
Some of them had the tall thing for the seat like on a motorcycle they had them tall back like they can rest. It was like a backrest at that point.
Yeah. You talking about the what you call it? Some people you can make them go high and shit like the what you call them shits? Damn. Oh man. Fuck you call those shits? Some people will have when you had the long seat and you had that big shit that go up in the back.
The long seat.
Yeah.
You
remember the bike, the Apollo? Remember the Apollo 5? Yeah, the Apollo 5 bike. The Apollo 5 had one of them shit. They had the big that piece in the back. Shit.
I'm sure I remember. I just have to see it.
The Apollo.
Yeah.
The Apollo 5. That was a big bike back in the 70s.
Apollo 5.
Yeah, the Apollo 5. Shit.
Hold on. Hold on. I turn my light on my phone so I can walk through the back here and open this back door. Yeah, man. Back in the day. All right. Yeah, buddy.
Apollo 5 speed bike. Here you go. I found it. The Apollo 5. That's the swing classic. Let me see the Apollo 5. Let me see the Apollo. That ain't the Apollo. I remember when the fucking BMXs came out.
Yeah, they came out a little later in the game.
Yeah, this Apollo right here. The Apollo 5. And they got that seat. This one got that seat we was talking about.
Okay.
Ross.
You there? Business. You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm on the other page. And I'm on the other page. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine works the same way. Let's see, I can stay. I might be. Yeah, I think I can just pull this up in there instead of use that forklift. Yeah, let me do that. I know I gotta piss. I might be pissing in this alley tonight instead of across the street. Making this ain't noise I'm making. This is racket.
Yeah,
Remember
racket.
you a kid? Give me some of that racket. With the old mamas, aunties, and grandmas, you say, "God, come here, get at it. Yeah, give me some of that racket. Give me some of that racket."
Yeah.
I used to say to myself as a kid, I said, "Why they say give me some of that racket when they want us to be quiet?" Never could work that one.
Yeah, that's that country. Yeah, that's that definitely country shit. That racket.
Yeah, exactly.
My father them used to say, "Shit up all that racket." They didn't say give me some. They be like, "Shit up all that goddamn racket."
Yeah, shut up all that racket. Yeah, yep. If the ones that didn't say give me some of that racket, they say shut up all that, like you said, racket. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Shut up all that racket. Yep. Shut up all that goddamn racket.
It all meant the same. It all meant the same. Back in the day, man.
Damn racket.
Well, I tell the fellas I was a coxman. That's an old school player.
Old school shit.
Term there.
Word.
Coxman.
Fucking coxman.
Old Spody
Old
Odie.
school shit. Oh shit.
I think we don't have a hell of a lot of fun this week.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, these past couple of days was some funny
crazy,
shit.
Man.
Shows was immaculate. Immaculate the past couple of days.
Right. Yeah, see that coxman coming. Hey, your old girl, Queen P, old Patricia. She's trying to
get information out of everybody. She's trying to get shit out of everybody.
What we call it? She was getting she was taking she was doing some research, man.
Yep. She's trying to get shit out of everybody.
Yep.
girl Mickey talking about.
Sorry, I'm making all this noise, y'all. Just trying to do my job. Trying to do my job.
Hold on, let me turn this shit down. So you don't get no strike.
What was that? What were you listening to?
My girl Michi. She got a video out.
Reese and Joe?
No, Michi X.
What's the name again?
Michi X.
Oh, okay. I don't hear from old Reese and Joe no more. I don't see nothing popping up on Instagram or nothing, man. Do you remember her? She used to come on Fred's show.
No, I don't.
I think Deacon keeps up with her though. He said something about her a few nights ago. Reese and Joe.
I think she got the whole video on here. Okay. The whole video?
What you say?
I think she got the whole video on here now. Let me see.
I don't know what we're about to do. Hey man, some girls don't put out a video talking about coochie. Said coochie everywhere.
Really?
They laid out all over the pool area and as this matching.
It's a rap
titties
group?
showing. Yeah, something, man. I run across the other. I'm like, what the crap is this, man? Some country and ghetto-fied. But, I looked at it because it was women half naked. I tend to have a fancy for something like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it was crazy.
Yeah, I saw the preview of this shit like 2 months ago. I saw the preview of this video like 2 months ago, so 2-3 months ago. So she finally put the whole video out.
Okay.
Okay, I see you, mama. Me and Michi, I got pictures of me and Michi in my phone.
Said the pictures in your phone.
I got pictures of me and her in my phone, in my phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When she was up here in New York.
Ouch! Shoot, man. I'm about to kill myself tonight, man.
Yeah. I'm about to watch this again, me. Told him I have to watch this again.
Oh yeah. When you said the name of this bike, well, yeah, I remember those slicked out bikes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's factory production. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I remember those.
That's the Apollo 5.
Okay, this one got the key.
I picked the one that had the high back one because they had another one. The regular standard one came with a lower one. They had that picture out there too, but I sent that one.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing it. See, I was gonna say that this one right here is factory specs. That's as high as the factory made it. But when you customize it, that part was even taller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can make them even taller. They can make them even taller.
This is one of the first bikes that had gears on it, and what we used to call a plain bicycle, not the Apollo, but necessarily, but that style that style of bike. You know, like a 10-speed, you know, had a different shape to it. You know.
Yeah, because you had because that was like, cause you had that one right there had the 5-speed. That was the Apollo 5. That was a 5-speed bike. So that was the Apollo 5. Then of course you had the 10-speed that had the Ram handlebars. The 10-speed had the Ram handlebars that looked like the Rams, that looked like the Ram horns. That's the 10-speed. Sento, you might have hit the mute button. I don't hear you.
You know what? I was over there on that other page. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was at the other page. Yeah, that I remember them joints used to have a gear shifter right in the center between your legs. Yeah, it's like a car.
Yeah, that was like the old 10-speeds and shit like that.
Yeah. No, not the 10-speed. I'm talking about these joints right
here.
You
talking about the Apollo. Yeah. They had it right there too. Yeah, right there in the middle.
Yeah, the 10-speed, they used to have them up on the gooseneck part as far as the gears.
Yeah.
Times so much simpler back then, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
No, I'm looking at something Ellie said back then. But Ellie said back was saying, he cool with them. He cool with them. The Mexicans, Reynoso and all them, and Canelo and all them. He on they nuts. He cool with them and shit. So he's saying some shit about him being vindicated about Valdez being vindicated, right? So I'm seeing somebody in the comments. So he said Ellie said back he got update. Oscar Valdez something, right? So somebody said, Ellie, what vindication? His B sample tested positive. And this fight goes on anyway. And this fight goes on by the way of politics and power. If his B sample was negative, then there would be no discussion. But what you're reporting is simply incorrect.
Yeah. I think not trying to take up for Ellie, but I think he got some of the piece of that information I got before too. About a correction. A correction came out, and they were saying it wasn't PEDs and all that.
He said,
and then now I'm saying his B sample is tainted too. So hey, it is what it is. Not tainted, but tested positive.
So now he's saying, some other guy said, "Yep, Ellie always dick rides the fuck out of Canelo team."
yeah.
Well, some guy said that
he get accused of riding everybody's Johnson. You understand?
Yeah. So one guy said. Another guy said his tests from 2 weeks later were negative. That's what he was explaining, and they're going back and forth. And somebody came back and said they weren't though. Victor Conte spoke on it. Victor Conte, sit your ass down. Victor Conte spoke on it. Look up the commission. He said, look up the commission results. And he said, the other guy came back. Yeah, that shit with Shane and all them motherfuckers. Yeah, he said, you just wished. The other guy came back and said, you just wished the worst on the Canelo team. Classic envy. You want to believe what you want to believe. Like corruption in boxing never happened before. Grow up. This is real champions working their asses off since childhood. They don't need to cheat. It's just easier for you to hold on to that because you will never like them. Envy, kid, envy. And then the kid came back at him. You say you crystal is cracked, big guy. I don't understand what he's trying to say. He said, I don't have a personal vendetta against any fighter. And I tremendously respect what they do. But for one moment to imagine you have been working for something all your life and you haven't taken any shortcuts, just grinding nonstop, and you're eventually confronted with an opponent that adds a something in their regimen, and that man takes you out with the help of that edge, you still keep that same energy. This isn't an emotional statement, just a declaration of disappointment that every major fighter in his weight class resonates with him. I don't understand that part either. Relax, breathe, repeat it. Yeah, they going back and forth over that shit though.
Yeah.
You know.
For
But yeah,
years I
Ellie.
thought
They be getting the Ellie ass.
was
They be getting the Ellie ass. They be getting the Ellie ass. Like, he always dick riding somebody.
yeah. He's known for that. That's true. For years I thought he was Hispanic until recently. He was giving an
Nah,
interview.
he's
Somebody
Jew.
asked him. He's Jewish. Yeah, I
He's
didn't know
Jew.
that for a while.
Yeah, that nigga Jew. Ellie
Yes, it is.
fucking Jewish, man.
See, a few years
going
ago,
to Israel and all that shit. Going to Israel and all that shit.
Yeah. And a few years ago, he was filming some fighter who's of Latino descent, and they was in the crowd of people. They were speaking Spanish back and forth, and somebody asked him what are they saying. He said, "I don't know. I don't speak Spanish." And I was like, "Darn, he a straight up American Mexican." That's what I was saying to myself because he sure ain't speaking no Spanish. Then I just found out recently that he's Jewish, man. I said, "Oh man, I feel so bad, man." I always put him in that category.
Yeah, I knew he was Jew from when he first started. That at least take back reporting. I knew he was Jew when I first saw his name.
Yeah, the way he say reported, I definitely thought he was Hispanic.
Nah, he got you. Well, I don't know if you ever really been around Israelis. He sound Israeli. He sound like a Israeli. I don't know. Yeah.
I've been around him, but probably not enough, to distinguish.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the last name always caught my attention though. I was like, I don't seem like no regular Mexican
Spanish
name, So I never, I didn't know what was up with that. I just said maybe I thought he was of some Latino or Latin descent rather. I thought he was of some Latin descent.
Yeah, nah, I knew as soon as I seen him.
No, he's straight up Jewish, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you could hear that shit. You could hear that Israeli shit in his voice, or that Jewish shit. Straight Jew.
Ellie got some old footage, interviews of Kobe Bryant, man. When Kobe died, he released them, put them out on YouTube. Man, pretty off the hook, man. He's been doing this thing for a while, man. He was messing with. He started off with doing them Lakers, I believe, and went from there.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for a while, man. I don't know how many people subscribers he got now, but the last time I checked, he had over 300,000.
She fine as shit. Just fucking organic. What's her name? Organic.
Oh yeah. She bad. Charlene or Charmaine or something. Charlene.
Yeah, organic
bad.
Charlene. He go hard my man. What? What's his name?
She was on Barbershop one night.
Yeah, she came on. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been following her since too.
But I was following her before that though. I was already following her because I know her from. Tyrese Spivey, the comedian.
Tyrese Spivey.
Tyrese Spivey. That's why I know her from Tyrese Spivey shit.
I was
already following Tyrese Spivey. He got like a little beard and shit on the side. I was following her from him, because I know her from his videos. She played the crazy girl, this crazy girlfriend of his in his videos. That's how I knew her.
Yeah.
So when I saw her on Fred Show, I was surprised to actually see. I was like, oh shit, they got her. They got Charlene on her show. Okay.
Yeah, she fine too, man. Hey, she don't got more fine since she in the last since early this year. Yeah, she must have been working out or something.
Cause she blowing up, she blowing up. She can
she definitely doing that.
You know who else videos she be in too? She started in. She was in Tyrese Spivey and what's my man name? He from Cali too. I follow him too on Get Comedian too. Jay Horn, yeah. Jay Horn.
Yeah. That's what I remember doing a lot of work with him.
Yeah. She been in his videos and shit too. Those are the two. But I first saw in Tyree video, Tyree Spivey shit.
I'm sure I know if he doing YouTube videos. I'm sure I know who he is. I just can't think who he is right.
All right, this is my so-called lady. Texted me. She just get back in New York. All right.
Hey, I got a call I got to get, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Cause I'm about to get off now anyway. Cause my lady just hold on. Yeah, go ahead. I got to get off anyway. Cause my lady just texted me.
Okay, everybody that came through, appreciate all of you that came through in the chat. It was a dynamic night. Eli Zachary, Curtis Anderson, look like y'all might be the last two hanging with us, and we appreciate you, brothers. But I got to jump off, man, and handle some conversations while it's still dark, so I don't get in trouble when it turns light. Hey, Pigeon.
Yeah, bro. Y'all heard me.
What's understood don't need an explanation, but Pigeon,
don't need no explanation.
My brother, you know what it is,
no
bro.
Explanation.
You know what it is.
No explanation.
It's,
yeah, man. Peace to all the brothers in the chat and everybody that came through, man. You know, everybody stay safe, man, out there. Well, I got to get off the same way. My lady just hitting me now. So
yeah,
I got to go.
My brother.
Right.
Hey, man. Hey, one love, bro. One love.
All right, what? I'll talk to you later.
All right,
I'm out.
All right, that's good. Okay.
What?